send us to hell. Masa ba ang hell? Kabalo mo sa hell? Daghang kayo o names ang hell. Hell is the place of torment and it has many names. Gitawag siya na horrible tempest. Kung basahan niyo ang Psalm 11. Kunya gitawag ko siya na place of sorrow. Kung basahan niyo ang Psalm 18. Gitawag ko siya na place of wailing. No ka lang paghilak ng grabe. Kung basahan niyo ang Matthew 13. Gitawag ko siya na place of weeping. No sa Matthew 18. Kunya place of torment sa Matthew 16. Kunya outer darkness. No, kung basahan niyo sa Matthew chapter 8. And then lake of fire. Kung basahan niyo ang Revelation 20 verse 15. Okay. Now, sa lihat nag-rebuke ni Jesus ang daotang espiritu ni tawhanan ang sinitabo ning palayo ang demonyo, and then Jesus completely healed this man from terrible brokenness. Sa katanaan na siya na he was in his mind na. Wala nang demonyo, no? Ning hawak na sa iya. Dito na nakapag ng tao, no? Nakamata na siya. He was in his mind na. Yung Jesus, kanangkuan ka ng mubanto nimo. Ibasa niya na siya. Mubanto nimo. Yung Jesus nga ayaw lang direla ka. Isultihi ang imuhang ang mga tao, ang iyong pamilya kung saan ang ihimo sa Diyos kanimo. Sultihi sila. So, pag-ingon ni Jesus Christ sa katong espiritu, no, itong demonyo. Okay. Pila mo kabuok? Sa imong ngalan, ingon siya nga, legion. Kaya ang legion, ang pasbot, daghan ni. Legion, ingon siya, tungkol kay daghan ni. Sabot, there are many kinds of demons. Kaya ito makita, daghang klaseng demonyo. Ano na yung demonyo? There is a demon of wrong sex. There is a demon of lust, no? Kauwag. Na demonyo diha, nga mo ilang trabaho. Bostirize sa uwag sa tao. Doon ay demonyo sa gitawang mga bad habits. Doon ay demonyo sa mga bisyo. Doon ay demonyo sa addiction. Doon ay demonyo sa drugs. Doon ay demonyo sa paghubog-hubog. Grabe. So, makita, no, kay perti mong dagang demonyo. Abi mo sa kadagang demonyo? Dagan ka sa population sa tao. Wala po di-assign na ni Satanas, no, kada tao o upat ka demonyo. Pero, ang good news, kung unsa kadaghan sa demonyo, mas daghan ang mga angels sa Ginoo. Kaya nga naman o, pag reveal ni Satanas, o mao ni ang number sa mga angels, ang 1/4 mo ay nag-uban kang Satanas. No, ang 2/3 mo ay nagpabiling loyal sa Ginoo. So, mas daghan ang angels sa Ginoo nga nagabantay sa ito. Matagal na, wala na kabalo ba? Wala na kabalo. Nakasya. Karamas mo, nadiri. Nakasya diri ang mga angels. Sila ang kaaway kanunay, wala na kabalo na, gitawag na sila spiritual warfare. Wala na undang. Diya sa kapanganuran, puno ng demonyo diha, the angels of God, o Satan, sila nag-away. Wala na undang. Dosawa lang sa to grabe, pero grabe ang gitawag nga another dimension. Grabe kayo ang ginatawag nga gubat ni. So magbantay ka kay daghang klase nga buhat sa kaaway. Daghang, no? Legions sa tupa daghang nga gi-assign ang ni Satanas sa klaseng tanan nga mga pagpakasalat. Doon na siya gi-assign niya. Okay, sa kanyang target? Kita. Siya ang invented wickedness. Nga igibalik, asa man ibaligya. Isa may market, kalibutan. Muna na doon ay advice si Apostle John no, sa 1 John 2:17, ingon niya diha, do not love the world. If you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. Ayaw higugma ang kalibutan. Ano naman? Kay kabalos, ang kalibutan, polluted by Satan. So kung higugma ka ng kalibutan, mahimo kang kalibutan nun, o walay kalibutan nun nga pasulod. Sige nga rin, sige nga. Okay. So kiniligi ko ano rin yung mga lust, addiction, habit, bad habits, vices, drugs, drunkenness, mo ni ang tawag nga Satan's baits, paon yan ay paon, aron sa pagbingwit sa tao. Ano naman? Kasi Satan, sure na nagiging iyahang silot. Hinukman naman siya. Nagpaabot na lang sa panahon, dalaw na siya dito sa silot sa imperial way katapusan. Di siya gustong kasi kauban. Gawa siya kauban ng mga demonyo. Gusto niya na dagang tao yung kauban dito. Muna kung dili ka magbantay, isa ka yung guyohon dito. No? Dito sa nakita. So muna na, ang Ginoo sufficient ka ipasidaan na to. No? Na magbantay ka. Nabasay command, Matthew 5:48, be holy because your heavenly Father is holy. Pero ninyo, ito na noon. Kini mga bad o mga wickedness na gi-invent ni Satanas, gibaliga sa mga tao, dili na gini actually o makapa-impyerno sa tao, tinulola. O sa'yo maka-impyerno sa tao, unbelief ang ihang walay pagtuo sa Diyos. Mura na, wanila. Unbelief. Dunay ang akong church member, si Man. Ang iyang company ito ng Merce Company. Bigatin kayo na. Danas man ang kagayana. Pagkadatoa, pagkamayang tao. Tanang human rights, emphasize gina. Pero dili mo ito Diyos. Di na kinahanglan na ang tao mahimog kanang krimen para matos sa impyerno. Di na kinahanglan. Ang iyang unbelief sa Ginoo, maoray mo dalag niya dito sa Swine. So daghang tao nga ilad, no? Labi na karon grabe kayo. Doon na kay kaila nga nagtrabaho sa Kwan. Diri sa Europe. ICC lawyer. Perting pagkamayo nga lawyer. Ya maghisgot ka, nga ma'am si kuan na. Idalong ka, hoy, ayaw si hisgot ana tinabo sa ibang tao, badungog ka. Ang tao yun. Pero ito yes. At ang pasalamatan sa Ginoo, bisag dili ka dato. Diyos kalibutan, dili ka mga celebrities. Ordinaryong tao rin ka. Pero kung sila na tayo, gigasahan ka sa Ginoo pagtuo. Nga matuo niya. Ang pagtuo, dili niya tuwa yan sa Diyos. Yata sa tuwa, kasasan. So mula bisag ko sa kanya na rin ang tao, pero kita ang dato. Bagpasabot, sa atin pa rin ang huling halakhak. Kaya dili mo pa niya kalibutan, pamao niya, then diha na tao niya na maglakaw. So muna nga, chinisport na tao niya. That's why kung doon na kay pagtuo sa Ginoo, kopti na ang pagtuo. Kaya kung koptan na ang pagtuo, mabot man ang storm sa kinabuhi, mga problema, then si Jesus may hindi mong kapitan sa mga kinabuhi, awal problema, kaya na siya. More rebuke sa mga storm sa tuwang kinabuhi. Di ka na pasagdan. Apan ipa-experience niya kung sa kagamahanan sa inyong kinabuhi. Munang tugutan sa Ginoo ang mga troubles ng kinabuhi para ma-experience na ito niya. Tugutan niya ang sakit, mabot sa tuwang kinabuhi para ma-experience niyo ang iyang healing power. Sige nga sa mga Ginoo. Sige, So dahil nakutob no, ang ato ang lesson karon hinaot nga we learn something. Pag-ampot na, salamat Lord sa nalayo na mo this morning about how great you are. Salamat Ginoo. Kay sama sa mga disipulo maka-experience og bagyo sa kinabuhi. Literal man o mga bagyo Ginoo sa kinabuhi nga mga pagsulay, mga kalisod. Salamat Ginoo. Kay naa ka. Salamat kay ikaw ang kapitan sa barko ang usakyan, ikaw ang kapitan Richard. Sa among kinabuhi katagsa, o ikaw ang nagagunit sa steering wheel sa among kinabuhi para ang kinabuhi safety sa pagkakala. Hinaot Ginoo, ang among kasing-kasing kanalay in-tune ya kanalo sa mga panahon. Maayo man ang kahimtang as kalisod, kanalay naka-in-tune ya kanalo Ginoo. O i-increase pa Lord ang pag-ilakan nimo. I-increase ang pagtuod ka na nimo. Salamat Lord. Padalay ka, mag-work sa among kinabuhi sa kasing-kasing sa pagkakala. I-bless ni Lord ang mga anak, ang mga legislators na sila. Padalay sa decision ka rin at ang paalam na nun, madagaya sa pagkakasa kanila, nga magagagiya kanila Lord, alam sa mga ordinances, mga Petitions, nga magahatag o padalay na progress sa municipality sa Ipil. I-bless ang sana mga legislators Lord, kaubos sila mga staff, ang mga vice mayor, ang mga mayor, and whole LGU family. We claim Lord, your protection every day, and with your abundant provisions, for your glory and honor. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. May buntag sa tanan.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. Requesting all the members of this August body, together with our staff and our visitors. I guess they are from the Department of Public Works and Highways, DPWH, to please rise as we welcome the Sangguniang Bayan Maze together with our presiding officer, Honorable Anamel Camacho Oligario, and our secretary, Estelita Silvano Iguia.
Good morning. Welcome to the 15th regular session of the Sangguniang Bayan ng Ipil.
Sa mandulupin, di ka Okay, good morning to each and everyone. Welcome to the 55th regular session. Present for today's regular session, Madam Chair, the following: the Honorable Vice Mayor Anna Ligario, Honorable Glenn Ayan Sabihon, Honorable Sharif Mazina Hasim, Honorable Dayan Catalonia, Honorable Eric Limutdan, Honorable Janelle Bodner Andalangaw, Honorable Elias Dampalan, Honorable Joel Ebol, Honorable Alberto Alpruza Jr., Honorable Trixie Mil Palayan, Honorable Roy Andy Oligario, and Honorable Anak Dimon. On record, there are 10 Madam Chair and Honorable.
Yes, good morning, Madam Chair. With the declaration of the Secretary that we are in quorum, I therefore move, Madam Chair, for the adoption and approval of the order of business for today's regular session, Madam Chair. Yes, Madam Chair, we are now in the visitors' hour. In order for us to accommodate our visitors, Madam Chair, I would like to move for the suspension of the rules, Madam Chair, to accommodate our visitors. First, we have from DPWH. Second, Madam Chair. Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Our first visitor, Madam Chair, from the Department of Public Works and Highways, Ipil Second Engineering District Office, in the person of Wilger John Miparanon. So we'd like to acknowledge Engineer ba? Si Sir Miparanon. Okay, sorry. Okay. Si Lilian Mandela po. Dali.
Good morning, Madam Chair, and to all the members of this Noble Assembly. For the construction of the multipurpose building Barangay Taway, Ipil, Sambanga, Sibugay, this is part of the discussions for today. The project is 22 JF0056. So it started last March 31, 2022, and declared completed on December 20, 2023. So for the project, the original plan, or the detailed engineering design plan, only has a scope of works of the roofing and its structural columns and beams. So Madam Chair, it's only for the structural members on ato ang plan for the 84,920,000. So roofing lang siya, the trusses, and all the structural members of the project. So while it is true that 88 million ang nakabutang na allocation, the estimate, I was just briefed regarding its appropriation, it came from the estimates from the local government unit. But then, pag-abot sa appropriation, it was then re-estimated by our planning engineers. So nakam up siya with all the variations, dili man siya flat terrain, nagid siya yung mga bato-bato sa area. So ang nakam up lang gid sa estimate for the 88 million is the structural members and the roofing. We also had our pre-construction conference and the coordination meeting after sa ato ang notice to proceed. So ang prioritize dito is naalala siya roofing. However, during the implementation, we have met some variations or few variations, like for example, ang ato ang kuan, namagod siya yung wall sa mga center. So nakita naman dito man sa wall, the slope beam coming from sa taas nga kuan portion of the column mo kuan siya mo connect siya directly sa wall. So we decided to have it confirmed sa ato ang structural engineer na ako sa Cebu, and decided to butangan ko siya another isolated nga footing together with the introduction of the lean concrete nga pagpatag sa ato ang bato, kinahanglan siya introduction of the lean concrete para sa ato ang mga footing. And then, aside from that, napod tayo medyo nakakuan dili sa implementation, which is natay mga college degree yung ginihimo. And then, atong process sa pag-splice napod tayo gamay dili adto. And so with the revision of plans nga medyo nag-take yun siya of time. And so after December 2023, ang cut-off mangkudan ng volunteers sa ato ang appropriations is due to the cash-based budgeting. Naatay memorandum February 15. Before this memorandum, naatay na-issue nga ang disbursement of ang release is until December 31, 2023. Na-extend lang siya adtong February 15, 2024 ang disbursement na mahimo siya December 31. And so with the pacing and the kind of implementation na nakuha sa contractor, ang grouping nga intended mo cover sa whole project, instead of the process nga 17, nahimo na siya 9. So we cut it off kana cover sa December 2023, which is their original completion date. Kay gideclare na lang siya as accounts payable kay na siya mga kulang ang appeal. But we declared it, ni-cut off gud ni sa amang kuan sa project on December 20, 2023. Kaya mabalik naman din ang kwarta. So, motong ang hitabuan is only 9 out of 17 ang installer process and so with the roofing. But it has been accepted, certificate of acceptance, and the dagan pa po ang iyong final billing up to the next year, which is September 6, 2024. And right before the validity of the appropriation. So that's all it, Madam Chair.
You want some picture of the August body?
Madam Chair. Madam Chair.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Good morning to our visitors. This morning from DPWH. May buntag sa tanong. Madam Chair, may I ask our Madam Visitor, what is the regional development plan? Are we only have that kind of structure amounting to 88 million?
Yes, like I told just earlier, the original plan or the detailed design engineering plan only covers for the roofing, the trusses, its column, and its beams. So, ang hitabulan dyan niya ang mga cut siya for ang roofing is because of the validity of our appropriations. So, no bleachers, no flooring, no painting, only the structure.
Okay. Actually, ang first na kong pangayo ng President Duterte was only 88 million. Modern first phase 1, nanak ba? Pinag-ibig ko nila. So the fund is 88 million na yun ang unang nahatak sa lupa. Sakto naman ito itong
Yes, Madam Chair. 88 billion, but the contract amount is just 84,920,000.
Mula yun ba? Phase 1.
And it was roughly estimated to be 180 million if completed, if I'm right, based from the plans we got outside, mura nag-outsource ng mga ito for the complete plan. So we have it estimated sa among office and it roughly cost around 180 million to complete the project.
Madam Chair.
Yes,
Sa ano pa? Phase 1 pa, Madam Chair.
Phase 1.
Phase 1 na?
Merkato ang kuhaan niya. Oo.
So, kung hindi mo request mo na siya, status sa
Pero,
pero,
yeah, wala na. Sayang ba, hindi mo rin sa sila. But anyway, kanina siya, sorry to Anna. December, ano sabi ni? 2022. December na, nagkita mo ko din. Ako na lang story ninyo ang sa inyo na hinungdan pagpangayon ako. December nagkita mo ni President San Juan sa Zamboanga. No, it is Duterte. So, ninyo ko niya, Sir, katagin ko remembrance mo. Kanagin ako balikan. Sa isa yung gusto na po chief. So, Senator Boko yung tinawag, katagin chief si Mayura. So, the following day, itawag ang sa akin si Senator Boko. So, nangayon ko kung sa engineering, 88 na lang yung katag sa kuha. Ano na istorya niya? Pero wala naman, o naman si President, December ni June, lang naman siya. So, lagi na yung Facebook. Depende na sa ato ang congresswoman kung iyan ang tipisason.
Yes, Madam Chair, pero ato ang pangutana ng Magulia o is this work for 88 million?
Kaya paano betas naman ang proseso? Naiba, naitanhan kayo. Wala na sila. So, kaya paano nataasa ng 88?
We could furnish a copy of our, with your request, we could furnish, with your request to our district engineer, we could furnish you a copy of the all program of works, the detailed design engineering plans, and the variation order, any documents that you would help you or assist you in. Yes, we will provide that to assist you in the, if it's worthy or not, the 84 million and 20,000.
Madam
Chair. Engineer, good morning. Good morning. You mentioned about the intended program for the 88 million for the phase 1. No, ganina, you actually cut yourself off na may mga kulang, no? And yet there is a certificate of completion. So, ang extent sa kulang sa phase 1, unsa man siya? For the phase 1, in our statement of work accomplished, nakabutang dito is the cost underrun worth of 9.5 million. So the contractor, in lieu of their liquidated damages, dili na siya ma-apply because of ang liquidated damages manggod is only applicable from the day, a day after its completion up to the time na na-complete gid niya totally ang building. So with this kind of timeline, we only have 11 days up to its validity of its appropriation. So December 20, 2023, it's its revised expiry date, and we only have to cut off our accomplishment up to December 31. So with the amount of cost underrun, naka-indicate siya dito with all the backup competition kung unsa kayo yung kulang niya based sa katong final na ito evaluation order, which is the 8 pa mga trusses, the roofing, kadto lang ang kulang niya.
Okay, so in terms of percentage attorney sa phase 1, should be supposed to be 100 kasi you accepted naman. There's a completion certificate. So how many percent is it completed in actual?
88.73%. So the cost underrun is 9,572,745.59 deducted to the contractor out of the 84 million.
Mrs. Madam Chair? Madam Chair? Okay. I'd like to, yes, Engineer, good morning. I'd like to take notice of what you have stated, that out of the 84 million,
84,920,000.
there's a variance of about around 9 million?
9.5 million.
Okay. So meaning this was not accomplished by the contractor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When this was not accomplished by the contractor, my question is, how come there is a certificate of completion in a project such as this one here being issued by the DPWH?
Yes, sir.
Oh, how come? Secondly, I'd like to be appraised of this completion per se. We issue certificate of completion when in fact the project is very much clear now that it's not finished. How come we issue a certificate of completion when it is not finished?
Actually, Honorable Alcurisa, phase 1 pa ang certification.
Sir, with your
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Sir, we have to declare it completed kay it's really the standard of the kanang pag mo-declare ni og project up to it. The only thing manggod na naka-affect ano sir is its validity of appropriations. We could have it extended and have them implement the rest of the process if na-extend pag na further ang revised expiry niya or ang iyahang appropriations. But we have to cut the statement of work accomplished up to 2023 lang yun siya, sir. So in the phase 1, ang naitabo niya, although it's phase 1, hindi na siya complete daan, sir. Ang naitabo pag yun is, during that period, naapa siya siyang timeline to December 20 man yung iyahang revised expiry. Pero nakita na mo sa phasing, hindi na makaya ang installer. So, di underrun na mo kay, ang may tabo kung complete na mo siya sa phase 1, then bayan na mo siya ma-complete. Murag kami po ang dakdakan nga, nga gibayaran yung completed na siya. Nga kuan man, cut off man yung last year pa.
So meaning the budget of 84 million, gihold ninyo ang 9 million.
No, returned na gid siya.
Return to the National Treasury.
Diverted na gid siya sa
National Treasury.
National Treasury. So, gibalik
Under what reason?
because of its cost, katong validity sa appropriation, na nakita na mo, kung 11 days, hindi na siya makaya. So, napagalit kamay na extend na doon process ang mga lang siya consider. Pero the remaining, murag batin kung maabot ang inspection for the following year, kami magdakdakan na declare na o completed, wala pa gid siya.
Pero
batin ang appeal sa
yes, in general, I understand, no? The plight also of the side of the DPWH.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, but you know, if you try to implement programs such as this one, dunay phase 1, dunay phase 2, ako ra pagutahan nyo, nga kung naamay phase 1, iwason na lang digunta, siguruhon ninyo ang atop. Look at now, if we will try to finish this project, we will go back to zero na naman dyan sa atop nga area. Kaya na kayo nga bulok. Whereas if you included in the phase 1 the completion of the roofing, then there will be no big problem that will come out later on. At least, ang simento sa ilalim, ang mga poste, siyempre simento na, nag-init, igugulan, okay na siya. Doon naman siguro siya gamay nga epekto, pero dili pa rin sa katong inyong atop nga wala nang iiwas. Mo to'y daling mga daot, tanaw, mga atop tadiha, anak naman ang mga atop ko, dako na pagkaitagasto. Nasayang ang kwarta sa gobyerno. Anang mga proyekto nga gitiwangwang na lang ninyo dapat sa inyong design on the phase 1 inyong siguro nga mahuman ang atop.
Can we have a recess?
So, ang naman to 11 days na lang, di ba? So, dili makaya nga mahuman sa 11 days ang katong 9.5.
Pwede na ko explain, Wes.
Yes.
So, ano good,
Back to order po. Para
sige.
Back to order.
Good morning. Explain ako kung anong naabtan tao kanang date of validity sa funds. Kaning project wala na siya na-include sa National Expenditure Program nga nigawas usually nigawas around September or August the previous year. So based sa gingon ni Madam Chair na gi-request niya President, so this is an insertion project. So usually nigawas siya paggawas sa GAA, so GAA 2021, 2023, 2022, GAA 2022, usually nasa sa January or February, and then among office wala nang request aning project, so ang detailed engineering design ani, so wala gid na ready daan, pati ang unsa nga mga calyx drilling required. So, inana ang story niya. So, delayed na midaan sa among preparation sa plans, pati sa preparation sa mga detailed engineering design. Kaya si LGU man ang nag-request ani. And ang amount also, man kulang, si LGU po ang nag-request. So, inana ang kuan niya nga nag-design pa may, nag-structural analysis pa may, nag-outsource pa may. And then, pag abot sa time nga ma-expire na ang kwarta, dapat unta, mataod raw ang atop. Na-expire lang din ang kwarta mo kung wala na tao ang atop. So, muna ang timeline niya, anong naapsan niya sa date of validity funds. That's all, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Madam
Yes.
Chair, may I ask, engineer, kanang date of validity funds, 2021 pa, 2022 pa, 2023 pa, 2024 pa, 2025 pa, 2026 pa, 2027 pa, 2028 pa, 2029 pa, 2030 pa, 2031 pa, 2032 pa, 2033 pa, 2034 pa, 2035 pa, 2036 pa, 2037 pa, 2038 pa, 2039 pa, 2040 pa, 2041 pa, 2042 pa, 2043 pa, 2044 pa, 2045 pa, 2046 pa, 2047 pa, 2048 pa, 2049 pa, 2050 pa, 2051 pa, 2052 pa, 2053 pa, 2054 pa, 2055 pa, 2056 pa, 2057 pa, 2058 pa, 2059 pa, 2060 pa, 2061 pa, 2062 pa, 2063 pa, 2064 pa, 2065 pa, 2066 pa, 2067 pa, 2068 pa, 2069 pa, 2070 pa, 2071 pa, 2072 pa, 2073 pa, 2074 pa, 2075 pa, 2076 pa, 2077 ang plano ba ang project design was prepared, made by the local engineering?
No. Actually, sir, ang participation lang ng local engineering bali sa munisipyo is sila ang naghatag sa amount para i-request ni back then Mayor Ami. So pag abot sa amount, sir, naami coordination with the LGU kung sa inyong gusto nga design, mo to among gipa-outsource, pinapakadako, pinanagakuan. So pag abot sa kuan, ipasigo na mo nga mahuman ang structural, pati nasa atok para siyempre dili ko siya makuan. And then anak ng mga delays tungod kay insertion sa mga project, then gi-outsource pa naman ang pagpahimo sa plan. So then napag-revise plan, mo to manaptan ka sa expiry sa kwarta.
Yes sir, we understand. Ang akong point is, if the Municipal Engineering Office prepared the program of work for that particular 88 million, paano sa sila tama na rin sa taras o gatok?
Kana sir, dili ko katubag sa inyong ng engineering.
Is that really?
Kay sir, pag request ang funds, I don't know sir. Kay pag request ninyo ang funds, gihatag niya kay Mactin Mayor Oligario, wala na niya sa mga office ni request. Direct na sa taas. So naabot ang funds sa mo sir is naana ang funds. Nga kani wala na kabalon sa scope, wala na kabalon sa kadako. Pag abot sa funds ay hangin coordinate sa LGU kung sa inyo gusto mo itabo.
Okay, can I say something? Actually, ang akong gitawagan ang engineering. Magpahimo ka o G. Pila estimate ninyo? Sila nakatag ng amount ang atong engineering. Sila may nagbalo kung kalimutan o pila yung makapal.
This is manager or business?
Nagagawa sa success. Ang ako gawin yung galing ko, gusto na po na ilang kayo, na ilang sulo, at sa karin ng lalaki babae, and then ang teacher sa tugin ang pagkakasta, wala. So sila yung nakatag sa amount na 88 million. So, hindi na galing ko sila doon, ano ka na rin yung pangayo? Nadadang pang kwarta. And then, kung ano may request sa engineer, so may kalimutan ako na magpatubod o chill.
Okay.
So, hindi na ito mag-delay ko ng delivery. Di na ito kuha na natin. Ano may request sa itong engineers?
Manager, may I ask, when we are discussing here, can we ask the presence of Engineer Kulan-Kulan? At least, madungad po na ito ang ilang part on how they were able to keep up with this 88 million.
Kaysa kuha lang ganidaan sa kanang pagkuhan sa mga bato din na. Di ba? Tama dito. Ang bato, ang pagpapang sa iyo na. Kaya pagkuhan ganidaan na, dili man sila tumuto, anak. Natali siya. So, tama na itong engineer.
Madam Chair, Engineer, good morning. May I know the specific participation of the DPWH as to the extent in this project? Only overseer lang ang
Our participation in this project is the funding nga abot is under DPWH, implemented by the DPWH Second Engineering Office of Sumbong Cebu. And then we procure the project, pero ang design is outsourced because sa inana ka large scale na project, we don't have the capacity to do the structural analysis, particularly sa process niya in signature. So we outsource, and then but we procure sa office, and then the implementation was overseen by our office.
Now, given that the funding is sourced through your office, and actually more than overseer, no? Kasi parang in a way, the project is really from your office sa DPWH. Have you in a way communicate sa engineer sa LGU and then sa inyong office as to the feasibility of the amount? Kasi, di ba, like, parang ang engineering office, they proposed 88 million with all the extents na request sa atong executive. And, gina-assess ba na sa atong engineering office from the DPWH na, uy, bay, kuwang man imuhang estimation sa completion sa atong project. Kasi, I think, in a way, daghan mas extend ang inyong knowledge as to this dagko ng mga projects compared to the LGU.
Madam Chair, in addition, Madam Chair, with that information, I don't know, we will wait for Engineer Kulan to be here with us. But if that estimation given by the Municipal Engineering Office when this project here was planned out of around 88 million, I think, of course, the municipal mayor at the time was correct in saying that di man siya engineer yun. It was based on the estimation from the engineering office of the local government unit of Ipil. And I do believe that during that time when this was under estimation and under programming by the local engineering office, the intention was for the completion of the project for the entire thing. And now how come that when it was implemented, phase 1 naman di ay? Oh, that's very clear, ha? I don't think that Engineer Kulan would make a plan for an incomplete project considering nga ang kwarta gikan ni Gus Malacanang, di ba, Mayor? The money comes from Malacanang already. So, the Municipal Engineering Office were given the proper authority by the Municipal Mayor then, aming oligaryo, to make all the plans necessary for the putting up of establishment of a municipal gym. Ay, kung ina nga ang una-una sa atong engineering, mingon siya, upper space lang sa ata, Mayor, kay basig bagkulang ang kwarta. Yan, kita na hinuunang nag-underestimate sa kwarta gikan sa Malacanang.
Actually, giingnan dyan kung Senator Romo, you can ask up to 400 million.
Oh, you see?
So ako, may naman ka, may June ulat naman si President.
Pero wala lagi ba ang akong manggod paghimo sa plano sa atong Municipal Engineering Office, wa di yung kumutuo nga nagplano si Engineer Kulan of first phase. Now, when the project was released for Ipil, coming from the Palacio of Malacanang, uy, first phase ready ay.
Madam Chair, may we have decided the DPWH as to my query, since you are the one implementing the project and you are the one evaluating for the completion of the project. So, given the proposal of the LGU Ipil for the complete specifications of the project na mentioned sa atong previous executive, kato, wala lang nakakuha na ubay. Kanina yung proposal na amount, dili man ni feasible, kuwang mo kayo ni.
Okay. So, ma'am, for that query, we actually conducted a pre-construction conference and a coordination meeting with the municipal engineer. So, sa office na. So, we tackled about the scope of works nga katong roofing. Ang i-emphasize lang yun ni Engineer Kulan at kabalo siya about its structural members lang yun ang construct. Pero ang iyang gibutang in the minutes yun na note na mo is di lang yun ma-compromise ang roofing. Kaya murag lain ang tawag ng project na wala siya roofing, murag may manukod siya ng another, although public scrutiny, pero again, roofing ang iyang namasod na ituan. But for regarding the scope of works, nung kabalo ba siya, aware po si municipal engineer. But with the second query of Honorable Alcoreza regarding the completion, it's true. As engineers, muhatag siguro mag-estimate, completed din siya dapat. But then we should ask our municipal engineer regarding their consideration if it's a flat terrain. Did they consider the hard rock excavation that would really take a lot of money para sa uban natong structure? So, base nag-assume sila because I don't know if I'm right, or during the pre-construction conference sa pre-bidding pre-cons, murag na mention about the area as to where it will be located. Murag, if I'm not sakto memory, murag natakol ka ganito sa kalarang munisipyo or something. So, kato siguro 88 million na simula na consider halos isa ka floor pod ang gitik for embankment and the tie beam sa kanyang area na limited dihatag sa amo. So, that's all siguro.
Madam Chair.
Before we proceed, let's acknowledge first the presence of Honorable Courtesy.
Yes, Madam Chair. Yes, Engineer. I'm sure that I think during your planning period, the project design was presented to you by the LGU. And given that your extent in knowledge in terms of implementation of the project, wala ba mo kuan po dani nga kaput in your input in terms sa feasibility of the completion of the project at that amount. Kay I think you can evaluate kung asa man siya ibutang na uy kailangan na ini. Pareha nimong gingin karon nga wala na estimate nga sa kuan pa dai kinahanglan pa sa like stabilization of the ground ay nga nga kantidad, di ba? Those are the things that you should foresee before implementing a project. And my question there is, given na di-present na sa inyo sa LGU and you being kaning murag hibaw man gyud pud mo ani nga project, wala ba niya na na-evaluate o nabuyag daan nga uy kulang man ta ani. Di gani mamaman katawan gyud kas katawhan ani. Di ba? Kana I'm looking into how did you evaluate the proposal of the LGU? Nga makumplito ang 88 million sa ingana na nilang proposal. Nga kailangan mo kahibawaan.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, to all councilors. In regards sa plano, pagkaabot sa kwarta, ang kiniplano, i-outsource siya katungod limited ang time. So, pag-abot sa plano, tudlo ang site, dili man mag-jive ang gihimo mo plano ang site. So, na siya adjustment. So, ang adjustment, una, tambakan, kadua, pakalis din. So, na siya revision sa in terms sa iyang structural. So, that's why, dakong gitaon na part sa plano ang structural na item. Kay almost 6 meters nang ditambak na to diya. So, mga siya ditabo. Kaya rush up na magod. Kay tungod limited na ang time. So, actually, yung plano, gi-outsource siya. Wala na siya nag-aging kami mo sa trabaho.
Let's acknowledge first the presence of Honorable Engineer Kulan.
Sir Architect, how limited is the limited time we are talking about? Ilalagay sa kabulan that have to be implemented by the download ng project.
About ang amount of November, then gusto nila
November 2021,
2021, right? 2021. Then, ipa-bid siya ang December. And actually, dito na nakaya ang preparation sa planning na naka-release na tayo.
So, the money was already downloaded 20 November. Una pa sa proposal. So, you had to rush up with the, you had to rush up with the plans. Okay, engineer, kanang mangutan ako, when ang take-off sa project? When siya kanang groundbreaking? And di ba pag naatay mga projects, ibutang magyud na completed by this ingani nga bulan or ingani nga kuan, ingani nga month sa ingani nga year?
Madam Chair, since Engineer Kulan is already around, can we ask Engineer Kulan to answer a few questions?
Patiwas ang nato ang query ni Kuan.
Ma'am, regarding that, ang March 22, 2022 is the notice of award. So, in the same year rapod ang bidding ani. So, giingon ganina ni architect is around November 2021. So, katunga time, very limited para ma-bid out ang project. And then, March 31, 2022 is the notice to proceed for the project. With the exact date among i-confirm basta na anhian to din ni Senator Bongo gani sa groundbreaking niya. So amo sang i-confirm ang date adto, but with the timeline of its procurement nga process and its implementation, March the same month, March 2022 is the notice of award and the notice to proceed.
Okay. So supposedly it's completed by December 2023.
Yes, ang revised expiry niya is December 2023.
Okay. May we know ug unsa ang naka-cause sa delay nganong wala siya na-meet?
For its delay, aside from siguro kanang na underestimate kay nato ang kinahanglan nato nga kuano trabahoon for the kind of hard rock nga naa diri. One of the delaying factors pod is the revision of plans. So we have to continuously communicate with the designer gid mismo sa Cebu. So murag sige mig pabalik-balik sa kuan.
Designer
revision.
from
Katong giingon nga ni tap ta sa lain nga kuan for the design.
pwede day na engineer.
Ni-
Di ba kasi when you propose, like halimbawa, I don't know with DPWH, because with the DOH, if we request for like a construction, we request di ba permit to construct, and then we submit the layout of the building.
Yes.
So it's supposed to come out like that kasi muna imong proposal, and when the
Yes.
DOH check, it's supposed to look like that. Pwede day ni siya on the middle of or on the process of
Okay.
building it, pwede ra gyud tang mo alter.
Yes, ma'am. Because we have to suit it sa actual nga field condition. So, nag-inquire mi dito sa structural engineer. Although, ang katunga plan, niabot sa DP, gilantaw pod, gi-check pod siya sa DPWH. Pero sa actual implementation, we had to revise it katong gingon ako ganina nga kinahanglan siya introduction og another isolated nga footing. So, napod mi gipa-check nga mga beams.
Okay.
So we have to consult a structural engineer for
So,
that.
there goes again. Go back ta sa question nako. At the beginning, nga gihatag ang proposal, why you did not evaluate it properly? Nga dili man ni feasible inyong proposal nga kwarta. Kasi sa inyuhan naman ang implementation, and you being in the office nga kahibaw mo sa programa, you could have at least given heads up ba nga matanggong yun ning project ka. Kasi dili gyud ni kaya sa budget.
Again, ma'am, wala ni agi ang proposal sa moa. Niabot ang kwarta. Niabot sa moa ang kuan is nanang funds. So dili kami nag-propose.
Yes. Dili ka mo ang nag-propose, but I think na wala ba nag-communicate atong engineering office as to unsa ang planong buhaton diha
Wala.
sa inyo ha? I mean, wala ba mo nakadawat og project design?
Inani mo ng cases, ma'am. Usually, pag request ni LGU or kinsaman sa project, walay assurance nga mafundingan ang project. So, walay prior na coordination regarding ana kay we'll make an effort and then dili day mafundingan. So, pag sulod sa funding, there goes the coordination. So, pag abot sa funding, wala may prior knowledge sa project. So, pag abot sa funding, namin nag-start og lihok.
So, given na kahibalo na mo sa funding and ingato ang proposal, wala ninyo gi-evaluate kung mahuman ba ni or dili?
Actually, naa nga evaluation if mahuman ni dili. That's why na-decide na phase 1 siya with the roof and sa structural members. Kay,
So, along the way na siya na-decide nga phase 1 lang.
Kay, I don't think na if available na ang funds, the one who requested it will be okay na i-return ang funds kay dili mahuman. So I don't think so. So
Yes.
that's why gi-proceed ang implementation na decided na phase 1 siya.
Okay, Madam Chair, since ang plano nag-originate diri sa LGU, may I ask Engineer Kulan, how our engineering office came up with the 88 million budget?
Proposed budget.
Proposed
Engineer
budget.
Kulan-Kunan?
Honorable Vice Mayor Ami, Honorable Alcorisa, and members of the council, good morning. By the way, Anina, the only participation of the office is we only, after they applied the building permit, we issued to them. Pero ang plan is they are the ones preparing the plan, and tungod kay kuan kanang sa proposal kanang sa proposal is they needed sa permiro, they needed sa atoa. So permiro sa atoa, but when the fund came, it was downloaded sa DPWH. So ang planning, programming tanan ila agyod. So ang my knowledge on that project is pag identify sa area, but og kato lang sa building permit, pero other than that wala koy wala
Yes,
koy
engineer.
participation.
Ako manggungikwan ganina nga when I ask you no kung how much ma-cost ang magpatukod tag gym. And kato nga amount mo ito inyong gihatag sa kuha, 88 million. So I think the DP unsay amount ra mora po ilang himuon kay maora man po request nato dire 88 million.
May I speak, Vice?
Yes, go ahead.
In our conversation, I suppose to divulge mga 200 or 250 million, and kanang mao may naabot from Senator Bongo nga ing ato nga amount to the department mao tong nakuan, but by now kanang mga coliseum that will accommodate about 5,000 seating capacity nagyo na sa mga 250 million ang cost.
No, I ask you how much. Ang inyong gisulti sa ako, ask for kwan na lang, 88 million. So, mora po akong gipangayong, 88 million. So, motong giinang ko ni Senator Bongo, you can ask up to 300 to 400 million. So, 88 million man atong nabuga ang istorya. So, mo to ilang gi-download sa to.
Actually, Madam Chair, hearing upon the explanation of the local engineering office, it has been cleared that it was not their office who prepared the plan.
Plan. And they're only after of that 88 million ra. O diha tataman silang plano.
Anyway, my only question to the DPWH, when eventually you receive the funds for the implementation of this project, this municipal gymnasium, when you found out that the land where the project would be implemented, would be situated, needs more budget, wala ninyo gilantaw nga makaapekto siya sa entire budget sa pagtukod sa building o inyong inyong gi-reprogram?
Insertion ra man guna jong.
Insertion.
Wala gina sa kwan ba?
Dili.
Engineer, good morning, Madam Chair. I just want to inquire. I think the budgetary allocation was requested after the engineering office gave possible amount, no, as to the extent and for the completion of the required project. So, sakto ba, engineer? Kung baga, gipabuhat mo ng plano, kamoy gipa-allocate pila ang kailangan, then gipangayo. Sakto ba?
I could not exactly agree to that, Honorable Catalonia, kay ang murag very immediate man ang ang fund nga niabot, then that's the time nga nag-coordinate si engineer.
So you made the
Gonzales.
plan based on the amount that you were informed.
Exactly,
Sakto?
Honorable Catalonia.
So not that you created a project proposal based on unsa gyud actual expenses, and then from that you propose na kaniyang atong pangayoon.
No, we have not kay sila man ang after the fund has been released sa ila
December.
that's the time nga they coordinated to us, and then murag ipasiguan lang nila ang kato nga amount nga downloaded sa DPWH.
So meaning wala sa imuha nga wala kay proposal?
Wala sa to ang
Because that's the isa mo ang gunatong gipangutan ng engineer. We are kanibang parang nag-propose lang ta ng project na wala tay parang klarong drawing. Kung baga gi-instant na lang ang drawing kasi naana ang kwarta, which is I don't think that's the proper way to do. Di ba, in any project, you really have to create a proposal first para kay balo ka pilang kailangan na funding. Ang nahitabo karon is the funding came first And then here comes the proposal. Now my question now is, given the amount nga 88 million ang ato ang budgetary allocation, how did you create the project nga ingana ka-extensive nga wala dili ta ma-shoot sa 88?
As I could remember, Honorable Catalonia, kanang sila na ang nag-adto sa office. The fund is already kato lang yun nga 88, but as I mentioned earlier, kanang mga coliseum atud kanang cost mga 250 million.
So how did you create the layout, engineer? Sa 88 million, how did you create the layout? Giyon sa manimo pagbalanse ng 88 million. Nga magkaatop and na ay mga locker.
If you will try to see the plan and the program of works, Honorable Catalonia, wala man jud goingalan dito. Ilaan man jud na sa department DPWH. Sila jud na.
So asa digi ka ng proposal sa project? And accordingly from their office, it was the LGU who proposed for the unsay outcome ani nga proyekto. It's narang sila to parang supervise, making sure that the project is completed on time, and then also that the funding will be properly allocated and given. So kinsa man tagikan ang drawing day engineer?
Can we trace back sa actually before that project na sulugdan, na siguro yung MOA or kaning SB resolution, so we can trace back dito kay haron natay basis yun nga.
So maybe
for the
ask from
investigation to start, because it will not start, the project will not be pushed through kay ang DPWH mismo, they needed SB resolution approving the said 88 million project for the Coliseum.
Sige. So maybe we can request our SB secretary to retrieve that kind of resolution.
Like,
kami katong kinsa may
ang atong
honorable
secretary
SB sabihon during your time.
Inyo ka do.
Yeah, during your time. During your time.
2021 pa.
Actually, ani man gud na nangayo kurong adlaw pagkaugma ni tawag mura bag dinalian tanan ba kay hapila ka man sa lang manggod. Mawala na si President Duterte. Mukha na siya. So murag dinalian tanan. So mo tong ni-ask lagi ko kung pila mao ni moon 88 million. So mura ba kung ipangayo 88 million?
Yes, Vice, we understand you. Salamat galita nga nakaapas pag yung kaana og hangyo sa presidente. Pero ang concern is how we were able to come up ba with 88 million. Nganong naabot man ta ng 88 million, unsay atong basis nga naabot ta na nga estimate budget. Murag di na ba ang ato ang karon lantawon na to siya kay mura manggod og sa atong actual nga makita sa proyekto, we are not satisfied ang nga mura na abton sa atong 88 million.
84 na lang siya.
Ay 84 million say.
Am I right? 84.
Madam Chair, can I ask the DPWH, can I be appraised of unsa man gining kaning budget gikan sa national? Because I remember, according to the explanation of the DPWH, the budget came to your office November of 2021. Mao ba to? Yes, November of 2021, and the bidding was sometime in December of 2021. Now, when it was bidded out in December of 2021, of course, I presume that there was somebody who won the bidding at the time. Now, when there was already someone holding the bidding documents, siya nang nidaog, nganong dali-dalion naman na, nganong sakmiton man, unsa man dining klase ni, ako I'm not dili kay ko, naglibog ko, ngano man nga atong iingon nga, gidali-dali manggod mo, nang giuli na lang ako, nga ongoing naman. Ongoing na ang project nganong naamang gyud nang kanang gidali-dali dayon kay tungod kay wala unsa ni gisakmit na lang ubalik na atong 9 million nga pila to ka million nga wa na gitiwas kay gibalik sa National Treasury when in fact there was already the construction was ongoing. Ang ako lang yun, Madam Chair, no, ang ako rag yung assessment ani is this kind of program implementation, it exposes the lack of proper planning, and it exposes and uncovers engineering deficiency. That is my take on this matter, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, sa ako alang siguro is on top sa gistorya ni ni Honorable Jongjong Alcoriza, I'm also surprised nga ang winning bidder ni dawat pud siya sa ingani nga extent nga project na murag maka-analyze man pud siguro na sila no feasible or not, makumpleto ba sa ingani nga kantidad ang project sa kwan ba kung ikaw kontraktor, di ba, of course, and then magtanaw ka nga, uy, apiki mo ni. I'm surprised ba nga gidawat pod. So we will understand nga nung dili jud niya makumpleto, and I would understand nga nung ma-revert because di ba the funding should be na by actual inspection unya. If it's not delivered, ibalik jud na ang kwarto, so that's understandable. But kung ikaw ang contractor nga mo dahot pud ani nga uy kanira ang kantidad din nga nilang gustong mahitabo, di ba? I mean, what kind of project do you expect us to make?
First, ma'am, I will answer the question of Honorable Catalunya. The project na included sa contract, when we bid out a project, natay bill of quantities, natay plans nga and scope unsa inclusion sa iyang contract. So ang naka-include sa iyang contract is mainly ang structural lang gyud pati ang atop. So dili gid sa ingon nga ma-complete gid ang inyong intended na gymnasium kay dili man ta ka human og 180 million nga gymnasium sa 88 million. So ang nasa ilang contract is 84 million katong kung unsa lang ang ma-accomplish. So si contractor mo trabaho siya og unsay nasa iyang contract. And then to explain pod sa manifestation ni Honorable Alcoriza, sa timeline gyud sa atong budgeting, nami proposal for the next year nga i-submit around March of this year. March, inana ka early. March of this year or April of this year para sa RDC. Inana ang timeline namo ka early. So para sa 2027, kani nga project dili ni included sa proposal. So wala mi prior validation sa site, wala mi prior soil exploration if rock ba siya or inana ba. And then wala pud mi prior nga preparation sa plans, pati coordination sa inyo if unsa ang gusto ninyo mahitabo. So ninggawas ang National Expenditure Program based sa among proposal sa among budget proposal. National Expenditure Program mugawas siya og August or September of the previous year. So sa kani nga project 2021. So namin naabot sa among office ang knowledge of this project around November of 2021. So mo kana siya nga timeline. And then officially na-receive na mo ang copy sa General Appropriations Act which is mo na siya ang official na ginato nga funding around January.
Yes. So
inana nga timeline, and then naa pa mi himuon nga engineering design, procurement, and then given gi istorya ni Engineer Jovi na napay revision sa plans, and then tungod sa mga bato-bato, and then by December of 2023 ma-expire na ang December 2023 ma-expire na ang kwarta.
Yeah, thank you, Engineer. Given all those explanation ba, I am really wondering asa gikan ang programa, ang project. I mean, the program is from the national, but ang project proposal, kasi I think you heard dingon si Engineer kulan-kulan nga wala sila naghatag.
Yeah, but
Requested by. Kita nag-request.
Di ang ilaha man good Honorable Presiding Officer is they do the coordination and all, but the project proposal should come from the LGU, correct?
with these kinds of project
Kasi wala may
ma'am, with these kinds of project na dili siya included sa among priority list, which is the national highways, and then the rehabilitation, and then sa other nga mga barangay roads. Kani nga mga projects usually fall sa ato ang
LGU.
local
Yes.
na program ni representative usually.
Yes.
So this kind of projects usually is requested sa LGU or sa mga barangays na kung asa ibutang ang project.
Exactly.
Oh.
And yet our engineering said wala siya kay balo sa unsay plano. So he basically said
regarding that, ma'am, your question, I cannot answer that. Kay,
diba,
to my knowledge, the funding, naabot ra gid sa
gikan.
amoa. Naabot jud ang funding
So
sa
I'm
amoa.
wondering who made the
Okay.
project proposal kasi
Yes.
our engineering already nang hugas na siya nga dili siya wa siya kay balo nga ingani ang programa, ingani ang proposal.
That's why,
Ana,
Madam
siguro,
Chair,
I requested for funding, di ba? Nag-request ko nga mga og gym. So, naabot sa ilang kwarta, yatagan ko pa ni Engineer Kulan how much, ang amount, so 88. So, niabot sa ilaha, so, katong giingon lagi nila, niabot ra ang kwarta sa ilaha, pero wa pa'y plano. So, sila ang nihimo sa plano, kay dito man, gi-download sa ilaha. And
So
then,
it's very clear now, Madam Chair, nga ang DP may ga-prepare sa plano.
sa, Kwan lang
The preparation of plan is not prepared by our office, pero
You hire.
Oh yeah, we outsource kay dili na mo kaya ang structural nga kuan niya analysis when it comes sa mga long span nga mga trusses,
Okay.
pati sa mga bleachers.
then makaingon na po tanong nganong niabot mag-inana nganong naabtan man ta sa validity or sa timeline nila kamo cons kadungog magyud mo pila ka months dinhi kabutob ka kwan ng ilahang pagkalot sa bato, di ba? Pila ka months to hasta sa ilahang pagtambak. Dugay to pila ka bulan ang gitambakan dinha. Pila pud ka bulan ang pagkwan sa mga bato dinha. So wa naman tay mahimo. Na naman na siya. So all we have to do is pass a resolution to the RDC. We can ask, since na RDC chairman man ko, so kay balo ko sa proseso ana unsaon pagpangayo. Na si Sir Dennis. Ask try ko check kung si Sir Carbonara.
Nestor
Carbonara na noon
Is he still a member of the RDC?
RDC.
Still.
Okay.
We can
Still.
pass a resolution addressed to the RDC.
Nestor
Ihatag na to
Carbonera,
kang
RDC
kwan.
member paghihapon?
Okay.
Okay.
Ano na siya?
Pero Madam Chair, may observation lang unta ba? How kanang kalisod o kadugay kung atong bungkago ng mga bato rather than ato siyang pilingan?
Na.
Kay according to
If you need
according to Engineer Kwan, imagine ka mga 6 meters 6 meters na to ng piniling diya.
Honorable Ebol, kita ka ng dagkong bato din ha. Inana ang dagkong bato din ha. Parehas ani, pila gud ni. Kay tungod sa dagkong bato, inani ang bato diri sa una. Kanan diri ga palit.
Sir, dili pud pwede nga ingon nga mag-feeling ta or tabo na tong mga bato kay atong foundation
Foundation.
mukalot man gyapon ta.
Oo.
Inana ka massive na structure, dagko jud kay atong foundation, nasa mga 2 meters by 2 meters minimum, di ba? So di ba? Ingon ang nag-prepare sa program, nasa 4 meters by 4 meters ang foundation. So mo excavate gid sa rock.
Madam Chair, can I
Sige, go ahead.
Regarding sa sir, sa building.
Say name nato, sir?
Engineer Mark, I'm the one who signed for structural.
Okay, Mark.
Yes,
Engineer
Mark Gonzales.
Gonzales.
Actually sir, ang katong pag-outsource na mo sa plano is ang design is plain, patag siya. Then pag after the validation sa site na come up na mo, ang pinaka lower section, ang foundation from the finished ground is around na sa mga 6 meters ang So sa ang minimum nga floor is nasa 3 meters. So ang atong embankment almost 2 floors, so 6 meters. So natay mga tie beams motong ang di po ta pwede mulay sa embankment sa foundation kay delikado. So ang ang gibuhat namo is excavate pa ta sa foundation na 2 meters plus additional 6 meters kay embankment mo nang finished ground na to nakita karon. So amo tong nadugay mi sa sa plano kay ang revisions kay tungod gi-compute na mo ang embankment kay ang decide mo dato nga sayang ang area kung pwede mo dato ika ng i2 story. So nay kanang murag basement sa ilalom ang nakamap nga so but ang is time nga di na pwede ang mahitabo to kay mahal na kay dungag na po ng structural members daghan na kay mga mga kinahanglan. So mo to ang gitambak na lang mo tong na-decide itambak na lang ang area. So motong nadugay kay si contractor kay di po pwede pagtambak trabaho diretso. So nag-season pa sa area, nag-compact pa, nag-prepare pa sa foundation, motong then na kwan kay motong na-delay jud ang atong project. So,
Anyway, Madam Chair, we have heard a lot of things already in relation to this unfinished project of the municipality of Ipil. And of course, we're not putting any blame to anybody. We just want to be clarified, Madam Chair. I think the intention of the Sangguniang Bayan is to be clarified so that we can move forward. So with this, Madam Chair, hearing upon all of those statements coming from our local engineering office and from the visitors, the Department of Public Works and Highways, Madam Chair, I think it's about time that we move forward. And on the other matters, I will sponsor a resolution requesting the Regional Development Council, Madam Chair, to consider our unfinished municipal gymnasium of the municipality of Ipil for funding, Madam Chair. Oh, Mr. Chair naman di ay. Okay. So, I think tama na ang ato ang discussions in relation to this because again, I would like to reiterate, Mr. Chair, that we're not putting any blame to somebody else, but we are being clarified of what really transpired, what really happened to this implementation of this unfinished municipal gymnasium of the municipality of Ipil. It is now time, Mr. Chair, that we move forward. Thank you, DPWH. Thank you for the clarifications.
Mr. Chair, mangutan na po ko og kinsay winning contractor aning ato ang proyekto.
DP. Madali lang. Palihog sa DP. Kinsang winning contractor?
Winning.
Winning bidder?
Yes.
Dindi o siya Barilio Construction. According to the DPWH, it's the Barilio Construction.
Barilio Construction? Local raman din ni.
Implementer of the said project. Okay. So on the other matters, Mr. Chair, I hope that everybody will agree with me that we will pass a resolution. We request the Regional Development Council to consider the unfinished municipal gym of the municipality of Ipil, Mr. Chair, for additional budget. And also, we will pass a resolution addressed to Senator Bongo because he was the one who gave this funding for the municipality of Ipil. We will pass a resolution requesting him to find a solution for the completion of this project, Mr. Chair. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay, sige, thank you. Other visitor?
Okay. We are through with the first visitors from DPWH. Gipaningot man ta dito. Our second visitor is from Quezon City. Purpose of coming to the local government unit of Ipil to the regular session of the Sangguniang Bayan is the LGU IDs. What IDs is this? Identifications? Identification cards? IDS. Okay. We have a presentation from Mr. Ralph Acenas. Presentation on IDS. Okay. IDS is Integrated Digital System. Okay, to be presented by Mr. Ralph Acenas. Mr. Ralph, you are now properly recognized by this Sangguniang Bayan.
Thank you so much po. To our Honorable Mr. Chair and to distinguished members of the Sangguniang Bayan of Municipality of Ipil. Actually po, I want to make it as quick as I can. Napag-usapan na po to being presented na din po with our Honorable Mayor kahapon. Just a quick introduction po, or ano po kami, we are Up Technologies po. That's the name of the company that akong gina-represent. And we are a group of developers from UP Los Baños po. And then OFWs din po who ventured startup companies po. So we actually had projects na po lahat internationally. First in Vietnam, and then we have in Australia, and then we started to penetrate syempre sa Pilipinas kasi taga dito po kami. So what we do po is of course po yung pag-digitalize po ng lahat-lahat. So sa pinag-usapan po namin ni Mayor kahapon, meron na po syempre yung munisipyo ng Ipil. But as we go along with the presentation, I noticed that ang meron po ang Ipil, hindi po ganun kakumpleto. So what we are offering here is the complete package po ng pwedeng makuha ng Ipil. And hindi lang po iyon. The very reason po kung bakit nandito ako is that this will be going to be funded by DBM po. Hindi po maglalabas ng pera si munisipyo kung di magpa-fund po ang DBM. We are in talks with DBM, and personally kahapon, hindi siya nakapunta but through tawag, nagstorya sila ni Mayor Ug. Somehow, si Mayor murag interested, Mr. Chair, sa proposal. So, usap po sa mga among discuss is kanang mga projects nga gi-request sa munisipyo na wala pa na-approve pero reflected na dito sa portal sa DBM. So, giingon sa atuang insider dito sa DBM that they will help na ma-approve to. So, I just need to check this one. Okay. So, why ngano piliin ninyo ang among company, Mr. Chair? Simply because gi-research jud namo unsa jud ang kinahanglan sa munisipyo Ipil. Ako personally, nami panata every year God dumidiri sa Ipil sa Sitio Baviera, the celebrate of Santo Niño. We are related to the Bavieras po. So, ang Ipil ay close to our heart po. So, dinaanan ko lang po talaga ang Ipil kasi kahapon po nag-sign ng contract ang Kabasalan at Naga for digitalization po, full package, gamit din po ang DBM. So, binalikan ko po si Mayor Oligario kasi siya po talaga ang unang kinausap ko dito sa Zamboanga, Sibugay, and sabi niya, i-explain ko daw po ngayon dito sa Sangguniang Bayan. So, ang ino-offer po kasi namin yung premium capability without premium pricing po. Alam po naman natin na ang presyo ng digitalization ngayon is medyo mataas, especially po kung malaki po yung bayan. But yung presyo naman po namin is competitive, and aside from that, funded nga po ng DBM. So, isa din sa maganda dito, Sir Chair, is full LGU ownership na po and control. The LGU retains ownership and control of its system, data, infrastructure, unlike subscription-based platforms where providers host and control critical components po. Hindi po sa inyo, hindi po property ng munisipyo ang full LGU ownership po. Meaning po, binabayaran lang po at nagsasubscribe po kayo. So, isa din po sa nabanggit ko nung una po, our team has successfully delivered technology solutions po for organizations including po sa Thailand and Vietnam, which is po yung Shinhan Bank and PTT Thailand. Projects na nabanggit ko in Australia, this is the most recent one, and under po to sa Australian government po. Nagpagawa po sila ng app sa amin, and this app is NDIS para po sa mga may disability po. So, ang app ay ginawa para sa kanila nang hindi na sila pumila at humingi ng ayuda. Doon na lang po diretso. So, aside from that po, ang ino-offer po namin ay designed specifically for Philippine local governments. LGU was developed po para sa inyo operational realities of the Philippine LGUs, its workflows, approval, barangay structure, citizen service, office processes, and reporting mechanism. So up to barangay level po tayo. So sakop na po lahat dito. So lahat po ng kailangan ng munisipyo hanggang sa barangay po, pwede na po. Ito po ay isang mobile app na din, Mr. Chair. So aside from that, siyempre po yung platform support on premises, cloud na ginamit po namin. As mentioned po, sa Australia, ang hirap po magpa-approve ng app. Dadaan po siya sa 3 proseso. So having said that, kami po ay naaprubahan at nagkaroon ng app sa Australia. So meaning po, yung paggawa ng app ay mabusisi po. Kasi hindi po basta-basta na-approve po yan. So, no to local governments operation po, and exactly alike LGU IDS can be configured to match each city's municipalities or provinces organizational structure. Tapos po, ito po ay citizen-centered and mobile first. Improves public service delivery through mobile access, digital IDs, QR verification online, transaction tracking. Resident enjoy faster and more convenient service while LGU personal benefits from improved efficiency and accountability po. And ito po ay isang long-term partnership na po. Tulad po ng sabi ko kanina, ito po ay magiging inyo na po. Hindi po magiging pagmamayari na po talaga ng LGU ng Municipality of Ipil. So, ang pwede na lang po namin gawin is kung may papadagdag or papa-improve po kayo. And that's the time po na papasok po ulit ang aming company para maitulong po kayo. So, ganun lang po kadali, Mr. Chair. I don't want to waste so much of your time. But point lang po talaga ang pagpunta ko dito po is, yun po, gusto ko po yung tulungan. And together with the DVM po, yun po yung purpose kung bakit. I was supposed to fly back na po sa Manila. Tapos, siyempre po si Kabasalan nag-sign po ng contract kahapon. Kaya sabi ko, balikan ko po si Mayor. Kasi ang sabi ni Mayor, meron naman po at meron din po kaming mga projects na in-applyan sa DBM na hindi naman po na-approve. So yun yung question ni Mayor. But tulad po ng sabi ko, personally, nag-usap sila through phone calls kasi hindi, nasa Sitangkay po siya. Yung kausap po natin sa DPM at nag-approve na din po siya ng fund doon.
So as to the sagunin, anong gagawin namin?
Pinapaano lang po ni Mayor kung magiging okay po ba daw po sa inyong itong project na ito.
Okay. Yes, Honorable Sabihan.
Can I ask a question? This app, sir, tanong lang ako, if pwede ba dito isingit yung hotline, tsaka
yes,
yung
po.
weather forecast, if mag-announce si Mayor ng class suspension, pwede ba yun na
yes po.
matanggap na? Okay.
Yan po ang one of the features na pino-provide ni app. Ito po ay may trigger notifications. So let's say po sa isang barangay, lang po na ito ay nagkaroon ng sakuna, may heat map na po agad doon. Sa barangay na ito, may si Mayor may gustong ipasabi. Lahat ng taga-barangay may ayudang gagawin. Lahat po ng mga cellphones nila, pwedeng text, email, makaka-receive sila. May mga alerts din, tulad ng sabi nyo. Triggered buttons po. Let's say may sakuna, may sunog, at saka may emergency. Isang pindot lang po, right away, manonotify si police station. Hindi na kailangan pong sabihin kung anong nangyari, kung anong mag-a-alarm, makikita kung saan yung location, agad-agad responde po. Isa po yan sa mga features na pinagmamalaki ng app na po ito. Kung may sunog, tatawag lang po. Hindi na tatawag, pipindutin sa mobile app, malolocate yung kung saan may sunog. Makikita din po ko doon kung makitid ang daan, alternate routes, lahat po makikita na doon. Pag si Mayor, let's say, gustong batiin ang isang barangay ng Happy Fiesta, diretso po. Ang makaka-receive lang po ng mga message ng greetings na yun ay yung mga taga-barangay na nagse-celebrate po ng fiesta. Personalized birthday message, pwede din po. Let's say, sa isang tao gusto niyang batiin, right away pwede niya pong batiin yun.
Then, do you have any idea sa subscription kung magkano yung bayaran? Kaya
Wala na po. So, ang babayaran niyo lang po yung total contract package po, and then from there, wala na po kayong babayaran. Yun na po at yun na po. Pwera na lang po kung may gusto po kayong dagdagan, or syempre as the time goes by po, may mga pagbabago. Pwede po nating dagdagan, pwedeng maano yung presyo. Pero with all the features na meron po tayo, is wala na po kayong gagawin doon. So, one of our biggest client po is Taytay. So, yung app po kasi customizable. Lahat po ng gusto ng LGU, kung gusto from taglines to designs, lahat po tatanungin po kayo. Kung gusto nyo, pag open ng app, makikita yung rotonda ng Ipil, pwede po yun right away, yun po ang lalabas sa mobile app. Pwede din pong tagline, let's say sa Taytay, client namin si Taytay, Smile Taytay. So pagka-open ng app, yung logo ng Taytay at saka yung Smile Taytay na tagline po. So lahat po kayo ang magde-decide. Tapos po napaka ano po ng app na tutulad po ng sabi ko, may mga tulong tab din po ito. Halimbawa si Mayor, may mga scholarship programs, may mga gustong let's say scholarship programs po. So hindi na kailangan na pumunta sa munisipyo at mag-apply or mag-ano. So makikita na lang po doon, let's say this year may 100 slots for scholarship program. So lahat po ng gustong mag-apply, magsasubmit po ng documents doon, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na gagastos ng pamasahe, less na din po yung trabaho sa mga departamento. Ang gagawin na lang po, i-verify. 90% of the job, tapos na po. So, ang gagawin na lang to check kung legit pa ang mga papers na sinubmit. And doon sa app na yun, sir, makikita nyo kung received, reviewed, for approval, and then for disbursement. Nakalagay doon yung status ng application nyo. Kung ready for disbursement, pupunta na po kayo sa kung saan man po i-release yung fund. Ipapakita yung mga dokumento na dapat ipakita kung legit. Kung pumasa, then for disbursement na po. So may options din po tayo. Ito po ay options lang. Kung gusto nyo yung disbursement through payment channels na po. Pero mostly sa mga munisipyong nakakausap po namin, hindi ideal po yun. So gusto nila yung gift check pa rin po at or cash na ibibigay po during pag na-release na po or na-approve.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Good morning to each and everyone. Sir, good morning.
Yes po, good morning.
This is a very good proposal, no? Especially most of the constituents diri sa Ipil are Gen Z, so they are using gadgets na, and they can download the app immediately. So my only question is, as to what extent can we customize the app? So as we all know, number one na problem here sa Ipil is the fare calculation. So can we add that, if ever basig interested ang Ipil, can we add that fare calculator to the app?
Yes po, definitely po. Hindi lang po yung calculator, pwede din po tayong mag-add like Grab po na features doon. Isa po yan sa pwede nyong ipadagdag na wala na pong bayad. May mga munisipyo po.
Nice. Grab po.
Yes po.
Tricycle.
So with that po, calculated na po lahat, distance, pamasahe, lahat po. Hindi na po kailangan. And isa din po sa magandang layunin nun is to help yung mga taga Ipil na magkaroon ng trabaho, hindi maluloko kasi minsan overpricing. Ako taga Zamboanga, overpricing masyado yung doon bayad sa sa mga tricycle.
Pero yung Grab sa tricycle sa Zamboanga is doing okay already.
It's doing okay po. Mostly yun na po ang ginagamit talaga. Kasi
I can attest to that because one time I was at the SM, the new SM. Sumakay kami ng bus going to the terminal. before without pa the Grab, nagbabayad tayo ng mga 200, 300.
Yes po.
Pero during that time nung nag-Grab kami, Tri-C, 130 o 130 pesos.
Minsan nga hindi na umaabot ng hundreds pag malapit na lang po. So isa po yan sa maganda. Tulad po ng Mr. Chair, Palawan, lahat po ng mayors in Palawan po kumuha po sa amin. So but knowing Palawan is a tourist destination po. So may ginagawa pong movie si Piolo Pascual doon. Currently yung director is actually part din po ng LGUIDS na ito. Gusto niyang i-promote yung Palawan, yung hindi pa nakikita. So ang ginawa po ng aming company, nag-provide po kami ng app na kahit hindi pa nila alam yung lugar, makikita na nila doon kung anong pwedeng makita, puntahan, anong masasakyan, anong hotel po na pinakamalapit, ano po yung mga activities na pwede pong gawin.
Including food.
Including food po, packages, lahat na po nasa app. Kahit hindi mo po alam kung kasi common na po sa Palawan, El Nido, Coron. Pero marami po palang ibang lugar na pwede. So may mga hiking na nag-offer na giving the locals another extra income po na pwedeng makatulong sa kanila.
Parang
so,
naging look up.
Yes po. So magki-click na lang sila doon, pipili sila ng mga tour guides na pwedeng, opo, etong activity, gusto naming mag-camping, gusto naming nasa app na po lahat. So ito po yung pinaka po ng app. So anything po Mr. Chair na gusto nyong ipadagdag, kasi po ito po ay develop base po sa kailangan nyo po talaga. Pwede tayong magdagdag para sa mas ikagaganda, pero ang pinaka-importante po dito, ano po talaga kailangan ng inyong munisipyo. Doon po tayo magpo-focus. Meron na po tayong lahat, meron na tayo, I do understand lahat na digital, pero ito po kasi magiging integrated. Kung may mga system na po kayo na online na, isasali na po natin to dito para maging isa na lang po ang system nyo. So si Barangay, gaya po ng sabi ko, until Barangay level. Kung gustong mag-request ng Barangay Certificate, Barangay or Cedula, sa app na lang din po. So pag ready na, punta ka na lang doon.
Punta ka na lang sa
Yes po, punta ka na lang, for release na lang po. Pwede din yung bayad, doon na din po. So si NBI meron na din pong system niya, separate, pumupunta po. Hindi nyo na po kailangan pumunta doon. Dito na lang din po sa app ninyo. Tapos po mag-apply for biometrics na lang po and then release po. So isa po sa pinakamagandang binibigay nito is yung data po ng registration po. So malalaman po ni Mayor kung ilan po ang babae, ilan yung lalaki, ilan po yung senior citizens, ilan po ang registered voters po ng isang munisipyo. And updated po yan. Lahat po ito ay connected sa PhilSys, may two-way of verifications po tayo. So magkakaroon po kayo ng real-time data po ng inyong munisipyo.
Sir, Mr. Chair, yeah, the question is raised already. Sir, as to the, I think this is an app purchase. Am I correct, no? It's an app purchase. So, how much does the LGU need to budget for this app purchase?
Okay. To be honest, ma'am, if hindi po dadaan sa DBM, we are just offering it for 17M. But since there is like a circular 162 na inilabas na for digitalization, pumayag si DBM na we're going to make it yung contract to 20M. Pero if it is the munisipyo lang po talaga maglalabas sa sariling pera ng munisipyo, with our company it's 17. So 8 months.
Magkano na? Hindi ba dito pwedeng ipasok yung mga mahilig sa mga online betting? Baka may gustong pumasok dito? Hindi na po pwede. Bawal yun.
Hindi po.
Okay.
Hindi po siya, yan din po yung isa sa mga tinatanong. Kasi secured po yung ano natin, Hindi po yung basta-basta bigla na lang papasok na may text.
Not even Lotto.
Yes po.
Okay.
Sir,
Not
At
even
least
Lotto.
klaro tayo ha.
Last question. Pwede ba ito magamit sa offline like emergency?
Yes.
Tapos wala kang signal.
Yes po, pwede pa
Paano ba
din
yun?
po. Isa yan sa mga wino-work talaga ng aming company. Kasi parating nagtatanong, lalo na yung, yan nga, pag offline. So, magagamit at magagamit mo pa din siya. May mga features doon for emergency purposes po. Yun po ang magagamit nyo, kahit wala pong signal. So, with the emergency response po, definitely po mag-work po yan. Pero not po yung like, kukuha kayo ng mga barangay certificate, hindi na po yun kasali. For emergency purposes lang po, yung may mga triggered ano po, yun kahit wala po, mag-work at mag-work po.
Sir, maybe I think this presentation for your unsa yun, siya ka ng mga features of your app.
Yes, ma'am.
I think you would need to sit down on this for its full bitaw presentation, because on our side also, syempre ganahan sa may makakita, since na may laing LGU who started this, we want to see unsang ilahang mga features, no?
Yes,
If
ma'am.
they had this, if they had purchased this app. But I think it's gonna take us a lot of time. So
Yes.
maybe we can just schedule a sit down with this provider if for our kwansan, no? If we are to bank on this kind of venture, Minta sa may kwarta. Venture, we have to sit down in this para makita na to ang extent sa app. It's a very big amount, no?
20 din pala, no?
20 million. So it's a very
Kala ko
big amount. We
20,000
want
lang.
to see ang extent sa app, no, as unsay kaya niyang ihatag sa LGU. But I think this gonna take more time. So
Yes.
mahurot among oras diri sa session. So maybe we can have a meeting with you some other time, but since you are leaving, invitational na lang, no, if you want to present to
Yes.
this August body, dili siya sa session na lang, sir. Kay manindot man gyud ang naay-actual, di ba? Himayon na
Yes,
to
ma'am.
ang app.
Mao-jud.
Yes. So yeah, maybe you can visit us some other time, schedule ahead.
Yes,
So we
ma'am.
can go through the app. I think this is very nice app. It's just that medyo kuan gid siya, no? Kinahanglan pandingan. Okay. So sila man ang anyway, sir, if you have the time again to come visit,
Yeah,
maybe you can send a
definitely, I can.
communication through our secretary for presentation of this app, so we can go through it.
Yes po. I can, pwede naman ko maghatag time pa. No problem po.
So siguro ato na lang i-repeat committee?
Yes, I would like to suggest that considering of our interest, of course we are just being struck by the budgetary concern of 20 million if we will acquire this kind of program. So I'd like to move, Mr. Chair, that this will be referred to the Committee on Appropriations.
Science.
Committee, together with the Committee on Appropriations, Committee on Science and Technology.
I second, Mr. Chair.
Sige.
Thank you.
Mr.
Thank
Chair,
you.
if before you rule on that, I would suggest we go through the Infotech first na committee, and then if it will be good for us, then we refer na to later on sa APRO.
Okay.
Kay, oo. I think if we hold on to the APRO manggod, malimited jud ta. We'll consider the budgetary constraint. But let's see first what i-go through siya sa committee sa IT, and then let's see.
Sige.
Okay.
Okay.
I agree, Mr. Chair. So motion that this will be referred to the Information Technology Committee.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Thank you
Any
po.
objection? So hearing none. Motion is by approved. So
Mr. Chair,
Resolution.
before we proceed to privileges R, maybe request the presence of the HR and Madam Budget Officer.
HRM and the budget?
Yeah.
Yes, sige. Paliw ko dyan. HR.
Oo, pharmacist.
Recess ata?
Ito na sa pharmacist.
Recess, 5 minutes.
Okay. the municipal budget officer as well as the municipal in the person of Ms. Zeni, our HR. Madam Chair, wala man talaga ano?
Back to order na, suspended pa sa visitors hour.
Okay.
Balik ako na tong
Gidukduk na nimo. So Madam Chair, to be able to accommodate our two visitors who eventually came in late sa atong visitors hour, I'd like to move to suspend the rules again, Madam Chair, to accommodate our visitors, Madam Chair.
Second, Madam Chair.
Suspended. Rule suspended.
So, with that, Madam Chair, I would like to... Kisay unahon na to? The budget officer. Ma'am Lynn, you are recognized.
Hi, Ma'am Lynn.
Still a sexy. Yes, video.
Okay, to our presiding officer and to the members of this local body, good morning.
Good morning.
Sa unsay atong
Yes, ma'am.
concern?
Actually, siguro ang kabahin na sa plantilya nga gibutang sa ato ang annual budget, no? Supplemental.
Supplemental budget.
Ang pangutana lang diri ma'am is which one ang mauna, creation or plantilya?
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I think it was already there was already
Prior
appropriation in the
Discussion.
supplemental, and I think there was a communication in terms of the item that was not yet approved as an ordinance, and yet it was appropriated in the supplementary budget. So ang atuan na lang diri is correction on how to go about it
On the
in budget.
ordinance.
Yes.
Okay, Madam Chair and members of the local Sanggunian, upon reading the approved appropriation ordinance, it's stated here in section 2, the budget documents consisting of the following are incorporated herein and made integral part of this ordinance, which is number 1, personal schedule, number 2, general fund, number 3, municipal economic enterprise development, which upon reading the ordinance, the personal schedule is not included. So the ordinance is lacking in documents itself. And what's included in the plantilla of personnel that were attached in the proposed supplemental budget number 2 from the executive is there is a position computer operator ba to? Computer operator 4, which was already created through an ordinance but not supported yet with funds, and we included in the supplemental budget in the plantilla to support the funds in the creation. And another 3 requests for creation, new creation for legislative action that's included in the plantilla. So if the question is how to go about it, there is no exact provision in the local code that we cannot execute ordinance sa tawag ani kaning dungan tanan, like allowing an ordinance to appropriate funds and to create at the same time, to create and to appropriate at the same time. So it can be in one ordinance. Wala pud nag-ingon ang local code nga dili pwede ang separate. It can be also separate. So if we are talking about this ordinance, and since the proposed supplemental budget number 2 that includes the creation of 3, it's the power of the legislative. It's within the power of the legislature. You can or you may not. You may or you may not. If you approve the creation of 3 positions, you may include in the appropriation ordinance the authority or the approval of the creation of 3 positions. If you may not include in the
So it only means that the 3 proposed creation, if it's not included in the ordinance, so it's not deemed approved, dili siya approved. We'll start all over again. If i-amend siya, i-appeal ninyo o approve, so it should be stated in the appropriation ordinance.
Through an amendment.
Through an amendment. So there are 2 options. Pero this ordinance really lacks document. Kasi nakabutang diri nga ang amuang gi-submit, including the personal schedule, which is number 1, general fund, number 2, number 3 is economic enterprise, which the personal schedule is not being attached in the ordinance. So the ordinance itself is lacking in document. That will also maapektuhan, it will also affect katong position nga computer operator nga previously issued an ordinance creating. Kasi wala siya sa plantilla. So ang iyang appropriation, ang iyang position, wala siya na-approve. Kaya wala man siya na-attach diri sa ordinance. Kaya masigna siya sa among proposal, pag dili siya attach sa ordinance, dili siya mag-form part sa ordinance, dili jud siya approve ang plantilla.
Madam Chair, the ordinance for the computer operator item is already in place.
Yeah.
But I think naatay lacking ordinance sa health, which is pharmacist and midwife. Sakto ba?
Pharmacist, bookkeeper and supply officer yata, no? Tatlo?
All under health.
Or all under health because it is needed in the operation of the consignment.
Madam Budget, the creation of the item should emanate, I think, from the LCE. Is it correct? Now, what is the problem with the legislative now is that we did not create such item because there was no communication on our end requesting for such item from the LCE. So, second thing is, okay lang ba na nauna tag budget and then wala pa tagalita nakakuan o we need it or not because there was no proposal?
The fact that it is already included in the plantilla of personnel, that's already a request for creation. That is being supported with funds. Actually, in our annual budget, mo na atong ginahimo. Sa mga approved annual budget nato, ang nakabutang lang sa inyo hang ordinance. Ang nakabutang sa inyong ordinance, ani ang pagkabutang. The budget documents consisting the following are incorporated herein and made integral part of this ordinance. Number 1, the annual plantilla of the Municipality of Ipil, Bugay, pursuant to Section 16 of Republic Act 7160, there is hereby approved and enacted annual plantilla of possessions of the Municipality of Ipil. So same through with supplemental budgets. If there is a newly created, it also be indicated in the ordinance. Because here in the annual budget, the newly proposed items, there was no prior ordinance creating these positions included in the annual plantilla. Because if it's already included in the plantilla and supported with the supplemental budget, whatever ang naa siya diri, if you issue an ordinance, that's deemed approved.
Okay.
Mura ba siya, ma'am, o gidungan?
So it's okay nga you put it in the plantilla first and then maskin wala pa ta nag ordinance if we need those items.
Yeah, because if pwede siya, if kaning ordinansa nga inyong i-issue, i-state ninyo diri approving the newly created positions.
Okay.
Same like aning sa annual. Kaya wala man ni siya proper prior creation of possession. Ngano na siya nakahitabo nga nganong naata prior nga naatay ordinansa nga ginahimo in the creation because mostly sa atong creation during supplemental budgets, we abolish possession or unfund possession to use the unused funds to fund the newly created position. Where in that case, we cannot directly include that in the supplemental budget because we need prior ordinance in the abolition or unfunding. Kay katong gi-unfund or gi-abolish, mo to siya ang gamiton to source sa newly created. While in this creation, wala ta nag-abolish, wala ta nag-unfund, gisuportahan natong funds ang atong gi-create.
Okay.
Provided it's stated in the ordinance.
Yes.
If
Okay.
it's not stated, so it's not deemed approved.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Madam Chair, okay lang that nauna no ang supplemental because that was our concern. Are we doing this right?
Yes.
Are we doing this right given na wala tayo gibuhat create nga position and yet we are parang allocating for that position nga wala man nato gi-create. So at least that is settled. Now, siguro on our end, since automatic man nga, once it is already in the supplemental budget, you create a position already in the supplemental budget deemed approved by the LCE in that context. Siguro, when you create supplementary budget, maybe you can include a communication as to unsang inyong ipang butang. No, for us to go through it and be guided kasi I think baga yun ang supplemental, we go through it man, no, page by page, but of course dili mi kahibulungan ni-insert na di ay mo, no, parehaan na wala mi nakibaw nga nag-insert na di ay item for pharma, nag-insert na di ay item for the bookkeeper. We did not know unless you kanang parang a communication nga okay, this is the supplemental budget, these are the post kaning items that should be supplemented for this communication para kami po mag-guided me because on our end ako malipay ko because health needs that, no. Ang atuan lang is we did not know, so I think there was parang kuan na noon, natanggong na noon instead na straight lang unta ang ato ang kuan na ni pathway, parang na detour na noon because of that. So maybe on the next supplementation supplementary proposals, you give us kanang communication letter separate from the katong sa bookmark na kung unsang inyong mga gipang insert, so for us to be guided.
Madam Chair, in addition, I would just like to request our budget officer that as much as possible allow us also to contemplate on things that we will be making decisions. Do not feed us. Ayaw lang og ihatag sa mo nga murag sort of a finished product. Give us that opportunity also to think whether kinahanglan ba gyud ni nga position. Then the request coming from the office of the mayor, of course gikan mong gina nimo, motoy mo explain na mo nga mingon man si mayor nga kinahanglan mo ni usahay gani na pagani dito, consider this as urgent. So mo na mong hangyo, give us also the opportunity to work, to brainstorm, because that is the essence of being in this August chamber. Kana lang among hangyo para wala tay kuan. In fact, I am suggesting that when it comes to situations like this, mag-abrit ang mga bagong positions, dapat na atay sistema nga sundon. You may be correct, other people may be correct also. So the danger of this kind of situation that Dasan ko niyang bayan is correct in their assumptions. The budget officer is also correct in her assumptions. Why not come up with one unified program that pag-abot sa ingon nani, wa na tay daghang arguments. Kay para usata kay of course we are not fault finders. In the same manner that we believe you are not also a fault finder officer of the municipality of Ipil. Come up lang ta og maayo nga sistema para dali ra kaayo ang ato ang kuan, ang ato ang buluhaton. And with that, Madam Chair, I would like to request, considering that we already have here our Human Resource Officer, Ma'am Zeni. Ma'am Zen, can you also appraise us of what is really the rules of the civil service when it comes to creation of positions? Taga-ipod mi, para makabalo mi, yes, oo.
First of all, I would like to say good morning sa tanang members of this august body and to our presiding officer. With regards to the creation of positions, no less than the local government code requires an ordinance for creation. But there is an existing decision of the Supreme Court, I believe it's Tolentino versus Loyola case, where it was established na the Supreme Court also recognizes creation of positions, those that were included in the plantilla attached to the annual budget and wherein it was approved by the local sanggunian, and the questioned positions were considered deemed created since it was approved, the annual budget containing the positions includes those positions na gi-question sa that instant case. So deemed created siya once approved by the local sanggunian.
Madam Chair, based on what you said, Ma'am Zen, it seems that yes, the budgeting will be approved because the SB approved for the position. Ang nahitabo magud sa ato you created the position without the approval of the SB in terms of the item. So ang akong question there is the Supreme Court ingana pod ba ang context sa imuhang gi-attach nga kanang reference, kasi nauna ang proposal, naulahi ang nauna ang budgeting of the item without the proposal for the item. So, ingana po ba ang context sa Supreme Court that you are using as a reference now? Because as you are saying, parang approved because the SB approved, no? Sa item. Munang na-budget kasi gi-approve man siya sa SB.
Madam Chair, in addition, considering that our HRMO cited a particular Supreme Court decision. I would like to be again appraised of, is there a similarity between this Supreme Court decision with what we have experienced in the municipality of Ipil? Oh, similar ba? Because when you cite ako, hangyo lang po ko, please do not cite us with cases, mga decided cases, kay as much as possible kanang we try to, if there are lapses on our part, for example, we just admit it, or kung sakto man ta, try to just explain us, please refrain from kana bitong citing these cases kay wa maminingit ang kaso god po doy. Dili man kaso ang atong gusto god, ang ato lang is just for us to be able to kana bang under one umbrella of thinking of minds ba, mo na atong gusto, dili ta anang kung kay kaso-kaso kanamang mga mag-cite ang mga na mura manggog gusto ninyong ipahibalo sa amo ang kana bitawng kanamang when we talk about more things on the legal aspect, usahay ang legal may not be necessarily moral. Because I do believe, Madam Chair, that if what we are asking is also correct, then you have to abide with us, because kung dili man di ay ninyo i-abide ang amua pong hangyo nga ma-put in place ang tanan para di pod may mamukha nga kanabitaw i-feed na lang mi bibitaw niya, you have to approve that because there is the blah 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 blah, ingon ni ana, then what's the use of having a sanggunian if that is the case? So, ang among hangyo lagi, lidian lang nato ni kuanon. Ato na lining, usahon na nato atong mind. Dayon,
kung unsay atong pwedeng masulbad niini, ato ning sulbaron. If it calls for an amendment, because you have mentioned kaganiya sa atong budget officer that one solution is to amend the approve the ordinance, then we will do that. Para matagaan pod og hustisya in town ang ato ang committee chairman sa appropriations. Di ba? So, inguna na lang ta. Kanang atong lantawon lang nga kuan ta kanang usata ka sakyanan nga gadagan.
Yes,
Nga way mabilin.
Yes, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, can we just move forward and cure the problem? Anyway, we have the budget officer told us that's the solution, and I have the solution. In other matters, I will pass ordinance no sa Padilla.
Di na nang
Sa creation sa item.
Will not amend the ordinance. We'll make a new ordinance.
Pwede po, we will make a new ordinance.
Oo. Hindi na tamo amend.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. Nakamdam na for other matters ang kon para ma-cure lang ang problema na to.
Okay. So, okay. Okay na.
Okay.
Okay na. Kapit na alas 12. Kapit na alas 12.
Sir,
Okay.
yes, we asked for an apology, no, as budget officer. We failed to communicate properly sa intention. Nawala sa among mind ni kuan lang mi sa protocol, sa documents, but kinahanglan dahil nga mo extend og extra mile explaining. And
Yes.
next time around,
Yes.
Ma'am Dayan, next time around, because nawala sad mi kay sa annual budget man good, there is a budget message, no? Stating everything what's included in the budget. While in a supplemental budget, wala man gud ang form sa budget message. So from this on forward, ang transmittal namo amo ana siyang enhance, i-improve,
Okay.
stating amo ra siya budget message nga what's included in the supplemental budget for your reference and guidance.
Okay.
Thank you, not just an ordinary transmittal.
Apology accepted.
Thank
And
you,
we
Ma'am
would
Lynn.
like
Thank
also
you
to
so much.
apologize sa among pag-react pa nga. Siyempre, gusto lang po good me nga ma-recognize po ang amo pong trabaho gyud nga properly diri sa Sangguniang Bayan. Kana ra.
Back to
Thank you,
order.
thank you.
Okay, back to order. Privilege hour.
Yes, Madam Chair. I have a privilege speech. Good morning to each and everyone, to our presiding officer, Mayor Anamel C. Uligari, and to our floor leader,
Vice
Albert.
Mayor.
To our Vice Mayor Anamel Uligari, and to our floor leader, Alberto Arcolisa, and to our secretary, Ma'am Miss Lita Igia, and to the members of the to colleagues in the honorable body. This Madam Chair, this reference for the supplemental budget number 2 series of 26, which was approved by this honorable body last June 2024-2026. It has respectfully stated that during the deliberation and approval of the said supplemental budget, the corresponding plantilla of the personnel was included as part of the budgetary requirements. However, due to the time constraints and urgency of the approval of the supplemental appropriation, the plantilla ordinance was not acted upon separately by the Sanggunian. Justification number 1, the budget for the position in the question have already been appropriated in the supplemental budget number 2 as they are necessary in the Municipal Health Office, Treasurer Office, hence considered by the Executive Department as the priorities. Therefore, hiring and appointment can be made if there is no plantilla ordinance approved. Number 2, the position included of the proposed plantilla are urgently needed to support the operation as the LGU intends to establish its own pharmacy. Number 3, pursuant to the DBM Budget Circular number 2016-5, the Civil Service Commission rules, the plantilla of personnel is required to serve basis for appointment. Payment of the salary and for the COA audit purposes, approval of the plantilla will ensure compliance with the existing budget civil service and accounting rules. Number 4, the approval of the plantilla will not create additional financial burden as the same was already provided by the approved supplemental budget number 2. It is only formalization of the positions already funded. Premises considered, Madam Chair, I am requesting that this Honorable Sangguniang approve plantilla personnel corresponding supplemental budget number 2 series of 26 to ensure the continuous and effective delivery of the service proper implementation of the approved budget. On the other matters, I will passing a plantilla ordinance, Madam Chair. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Good morning.
Thank you, Honorable Sabion. Any more privilege?
Yes, Madam Chair. Okay, una si Honorable Catalunya.
Okay, Honorable
Yes.
Catalunya.
This will be a quick manifestation, taking my privilege in pursuit of the act that was proposed by our beloved Congresswoman Honorable Mardy Hooper Hasim. The act establishing in the municipality of Ipil, province of Zamboanga, Sibugay, a level 3 general hospital to be known as the Zamboanga Sibugay Medical Center and appropriate funds thereof. Madam Chair, it has come to my attention that I think yesterday there was a live presentation of our honorable Congresswoman pushing through with this, with the creation of the Zamboanga Sibugay Medical Center, not only to serve the constituents of Ipil but in the whole province of Zamboanga Sibugay. As the chairman of the Committee on Health, Madam Chair, I strongly support this move of our Congresswoman, and I ask this whole August body to support the same proposal or proposition for the approval of this the establishment of the Zamboanga Sibugay Medical Center. So later on, Madam Chair, in the other matters, I would like to propose a resolution expressing the support of this whole Sanggunian for the creation of and the approval of the act creating or establishing the Zamboanga Sibugay Medical Center. That's all, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Catalunya.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Honorable Ebon.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Madam Presiding Officers, my fellow members of this August body, fellow Pilinos, good morning. This pertains, Madam Chairman, for the possible passage of a resolution authorizing the padlocking, declaration of vacancy, and rebidding of delinquent stalls at the Pasalubong Center at the Public Market 1, Poblacion Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Madam Chair, this is a resolution of utmost urgency, a resolution that seeks to protect the financial integrity of our municipality, enforce local fiscal discipline, and rescue a vital economic asset from continuous multi-million pesos losses. Our local laws are very clear on this matter, Madam Chair. Under Ordinance number 9-167-2002, Article 3, Section 21C and 21D, which are explicitly specified in this assigned contract of lease, any failure to comply with financial obligations results in the automatic forfeiture of the right of the occupy the stall. The law gives us the clear mandate and power to reclaim the spaces. Unfortunately, Madam Chair, while the government faithfully complies with its multi-million public loan obligation with the Development Bank of the Philippines used to build this facility, 62 commercial occupants have completely disregarded both their signed contracts and our municipal ordinances. To date, these 62 stalls occupants have neglected the rental obligation for almost 5 years or even more. Individual debts have ballooned from 100,000 to 200,000 pesos, which some major tenants running up outstanding balances into millions. In total, these delinquent stalls owe our municipality approximately 10 million pesos. I want to emphasize, Madam Chair, that the Municipal Economic Enterprise Office, or MIDO, did not rush into drastic measures. On the contrary, MIDO has consistently used a highly diplomatic, compassionate approach. They have repeatedly reached out to these stallholders, issued gentle reminders, and extended very possible chance to them to settle their account or enter into flexible restructuring arrangement. Our executive branch exhausted all peaceful and diplomatic measures because we understand the struggle of our local business, the business sector or businessmen. But diplomacy must not be mistaken for weakness, and leniency must have its limit. Despite years of patience and open doors, these delinquent tenants have chosen to ignore their legal commitments. We can no longer allow public offers to bleed due to this prolonged, unreciprocated negligence. This massive loss of public funds severely cripples our town's ability to fund essential public services. The 15-day final notice of padlocking currently being served in the absolute final extension of that diplomacy, it gives them one last window to pay or present an approved payment plan. If they still refuse, we must firmly enforce the provision of Ordinance number 9-167-2002 to protect the public interest. This resolution expressly authorizing the municipal mayor, the Honorable Ramses Troy D. Oligario, to take full legal position and declare the stalls vacant upon the expiration of the 15-day notice, order their padlocking and open them for transparent, competitive public rebidding. It is time to open these spaces to responsible, law-abiding business owners who will protect their contracts, obey the ordinances, and actively contribute to the Ipil's economic growth. For this reason, Madam Chair, I highly ask this august body to support for the immediate passage and approval of the resolution during the period of time. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Lepon. Honorable Alcoriza.
Yes, Madam Chair. Out na pa si Honorable Trixie. Sige.
Okay. Madam Chair, before mag-proceed si Honorable Trixie, privilege motion, Madam Chair, I have to be excused. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Pasalubong.
Asa magkapaingon? Ikaw na
Ako na? Okay, so
Mubura man nagway na imo tricks. Oo, mubura. Ikaw siya unahan. Mubura.
Okay.
Ako na lang una.
Okay. Good morning to each and everyone, to our presiding officer, honorable members of the Sangguniang Bayan and fellow public servants, and to our staffs and everyone present, good morning. I speak today on a matter of personal and collective privilege to recognize two public servants whose compassion and dedication truly embody the essence of public service. Recently, 5 young individuals from Barangay Don Andres and Barangay Lumbia from the municipality of Ipil found themselves in a difficult situation while working in San Simon, Pampanga. As we worked to bring them home safely, we sought assistance from the local officials of San Simon.
Without hesitation, Honorable Sonny Boy R. Ong Jr., the Pambayang Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan President, and Honorable Rodolfo J. Bravo, the Sangguniang Bayan member of San Simon, immediately extended their help. They personally coordinated with our youth sa korporasyon nga ilang gitrabahuan. Fetch them from their workplace, og sila mismo ang nag-drive. They drove them from the corporation to NAIA Terminal 3 and ensured they safely boarded their flight home. Their actions remind us that genuine public service knows no boundaries. They choose to help not because it was their obligation, but because they genuinely cared for the welfare of our youth. On behalf of the youth of the Municipality of Ipil, we express our heartfelt gratitude for their kindness, compassion, and exemplary leadership. With that, Madam Presiding Officer, allow me to introduce and sponsor a resolution later on the other matters, expressing the sincere appreciation and gratitude of the Sangguniang Bayan of Ipil to Honorable Sonny Boy R. Ong Jr. and Rodolfo J. Bravo for their invaluable assistance and outstanding public service in ensuring the safe return of our youth from San Simon, Pampanga to NAIA Terminal 3. Thank you and good morning to each and everyone.
Okay, thank you. Honorable Alcoreza.
Is it a case of illegal recruitment?
Mahagbo siya illegal recruitment kaya wala sila kabalo sa ilang trabaho nga dito sila sa melting sa metal.
Ooh. Sige.
Okay.
Ato nang usay pwede na itong paton.
Okay, it's your turn.
Yes, Madam Chair, thank you very much. My heartfelt greetings to our presiding officer, Honorable Anamel C. Uligario, to our secretary, to other members of this august body, and to our staff, ug sa mga taga-lungsod sa Ipil, kaninyong tanan, maayong buntag, ug maayong Miyerkules nga adlaw. Madam Chair, mo istorya ko kabahin sa mga nagapanghitabo ug mga ongoing nga mga programa sa lungsod sa Ipil. And Madam Chair, as Chairman of the Committee on Rules, Resolutions and Ordinances of the Sangguniang Bayan of Ipil, I am perfectly aware that reviewing proposed ordinances and resolutions is an inherent function of my committee. The committee also acts as the traffic cop of the legislature, managing the flow of legislation by handling the calendar of business, the order of all the proceedings, and the referral of proposed ordinances and resolutions. Carefully reviewing not only the proposed ordinances and resolutions being referred to our committee, but even approved ordinances and resolutions as well. The reviewing municipal ordinances, therefore, is the cornerstone of our work here in the Sanggunian. Through this process, we gain insight into the intent behind the policies of our municipality and ensure their legal validity. It is a privilege to witness the dedication of our municipal counterparts, Madam Chair, to the constituents of Ipil. Their commitment to sound local legislation is both evident and affirmed through our reviews. We are also very privileged, Madam Chair, to have witnessed the dedication of some members of some standing committees in this chamber that surely contributed to whatever little successes so far that we all have right now in this legislative department. I would like to take one good example, Madam Chair, the Committee on Market and Slaughterhouse, headed by its chairman, Honorable Joel Ebol, who has become fully engaged not only with proposed ordinances and resolutions related to this Committee on Market, but also to the existing local legislations in pursuit with establishing a much credible and trusted market ordinances in preparation to the construction of our new building. Of course, every member of this chamber is contributory to these successes. In one of our weekly meetings in the Committee on Market, Madam Chair, this representation, as being the Vice Chairman, unexpectedly uncovered a transaction covered by Memorandum of Agreement MOA under SB Resolution number 09-621 series of 2024 between the local government unit of Ipil and the occupants of the vegetable, dried and meat section of the Ipil Public Market 2 in Barangay Don Andres, which can be considered as somewhat questionable, Madam Chair. These transactions involved the fire victims of the said area of the public market when a fire incident burned to ashes the said stalls last June 10, 2022. This was when the LGU Ipil, as an act of compassion, offered the victims a build, operate, transfer or BOT scheme for them to rebuild and to be able to go back to normal despite of what happened to them. If I was already a member of this August chamber at the time, Madam Chair, I for one would guarantee of my approval. However, upon checking, the BOT scheme that this LGU had entered with the market vendors affected by that fire in 2022 had become unenforceable from the very beginning because of the lack of an ordinance approved by the same legislative office in 2022 to that effect. As far as my knowledge is concerned, given this specific context, the MOA or the Memorandum of Agreement is legally precarious and highly vulnerable. While this local government unit's intent is humanitarian in nature, a contract that waives, reduces, or offset public revenues, in our case, rental collections, by allowing private individuals to build structures on LGU property strictly requires local legislative authorization through an ordinance. Madam Chair, I am very much concerned because LGU Ipil may face serious COA audit and disallowance risk because, again, we are already violating our own revenue laws because market stall fees are generally governed by the LGU Local Revenue Code, which is, of course, in an ordinance. A local chief executive who signed the MOA cannot change, lower, or waive the fees set by our revenue code through a mere MOA. Given this reality now, Madam Chair, I am requesting the Committee on Ways and Means, of course under the chairmanship of Honorable Joel Abel, to immediately convene the committee, of course with the assistance of the Committee on Rules, my committee, Madam Chair, to look for ways and means on how to cure this legislative inadequacy for once and for all, Madam Chair. Based on my personal research, Madam Chair, if this will be disallowed by COA, murag luoy kaayo in taon ka, Madam Chair, kinahanglan ato gining buhatan og daghang pamaagi, do na may cure, do na solution, Madam Chair, nga mahimo nato sa sangguniang bayan karon nga panahon. And finally, Madam Chair, with great pride in our town and a clear look at our future, I speak today stressing a viewpoint at this significant milestone to support a law that turns the talent of our youth into real public service. The Miss Ipil Tourism Ambassador Ordinance. Naka-kalendar karon, Madam Chair. For a long time, we have looked at our town beauty pageant as just a one-night show for entertainment during our town fiesta or town araw ng Ipil. But things have changed. Today, the search for Binibining Ipil is no longer just about beauty. It is about intelligence, leadership, and a heart for public service. During the pageant, we hear these young women answer very difficult questions. They share clear ideas on how to fight climate change, how to guide our children who are losing their good moral values because of social media, and how to promote our local tourism to help the economy grow. When a candidate wins the crown, she wins because she is smart, capable, and ready to lead. My dear colleagues in the Sangguniang Bayan, it is a big waste of talent if we only let our queen wave at crowds or cut ribbons for just one night. This ordinance will change that. I will give the reigning queen a one-year contract of service to work directly under our Municipal Tourism Office, and we are turning her crown into a real job that serves our community. First, she must be a bona fide resident and a registered voter of Ipil to prove she is a full-grown citizen of our town. This requirement is strictly followed in the selection process, and she must present her original birth certificate to the Municipal Tourism Office. Second, she must be at least a fourth-year college student or a college graduate, so she has the right education to do the work. This ordinance is good for our youth, good for our tourism, and good for our town. It gives our young people a real voice in the local government. For these reasons, I respectfully ask your support, my dear colleagues, to pass this ordinance. And however, I would like to request my beloved colleagues to also be the co-sponsor of this ordinance so we can pass this together as one united council. That would be all. Madam Chair, thank you, and God bless everyone.
Thank you, Honorable Alcoriza. Okay. That's Madam Secretary. Reading and approval. Reading and approval of that.
Okay, Madam Chair, thank you very much. We now go to the reading and approval of the minutes of the previous session. Madam Chair, considering that we are given copies already of the minutes of the previous session, I therefore move to dispense the actual reading of the minutes of the previous session, Madam Chair.
I second, Madam Chair.
Seconded.
Finally, Madam Chair, I therefore move for the approval of the minutes of the previous session, Madam Chair.
Second, Madam
It's been
Chair.
seconded by Honorable
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Secretary, reference of business.
Okay, for the reference of business calendar and first reading, under the proposed ordinance, we have 4. The first one is the draft ordinance number 076, sponsored by Honorable Eric Alibutdan, an ordinance establishing the municipal swine indemnification, disease mitigation in the municipality of Ipil.
Committee on Rules and Agriculture.
Number 2, we have the draft ordinance number 077, sponsored by Honorable Alberto Alcoriza Jr., an ordinance amending ordinance number 11280-2010, an ordinance establishing a technical-vocational institution in the municipality of Ipil, known as the Ipil Technology Training Center, as further amended by Municipal Ordinance number 10-315-2012, to be known now as the Ipil Municipal Technical-Vocational Education and Training TVET Center, IMTC, a training and assessment center in the municipality of Ipil, and appropriating funds therefore.
Committee on Rules and Technical-Vocational Committee.
Item C, we have the draft ordinance number 078, sponsored by Honorable Alberto Alcoriza Jr. again, an ordinance imposing a strict total ban on all commercial stalls, vending activities, and obstruction along the pathways, sidewalks, shaded walkways, and the entire premises of Ipil Overpass, situated at National Highway of Poblacion, and providing penalties for violations thereof.
Committee on Rules.
Item D, we have the draft ordinance number 079, sponsored by Honorable Alberto Alcoriza Jr., an ordinance institutionalizing the Binibining Ipil Tourism Pageant, defining the roles and responsibilities of the winner as the official tourism and cultural ambassador, prescribing academic and residency qualifications for contractual engagement, authorizing a 1-year contract of service employment, and appropriating funds thereof.
Committee on Rules.
Madam Chair, for consideration, I would like to suggest, Madam Chair, that draft ordinance number 078, imposing strict total ban on all commercial stalls, vending activities at the Ipil Overpass, will be included in the scheduled public hearing this coming August 3 ba? O 3rd of August, Madam Chair? Can it be possible that we will already include this kay ang ato mong kung pag-schedule sa mga public hearings di man gud kanunay gud?
Is it okay with your members?
I am asking the other members of the Committee on Rules,
Okay,
Honorable Joel, Honorable Iric, Honorable Ayan.
Okay na. Isa lang. Isa lang gasto.
August 3. Oo.
Okay, sige.
Afternoon, 1 o'clock. Oh, para di na ta mo serve og paniud to. Panihapon na lang. Daghan-daghan, Madam Chair.
Mura magsa Senate.
Madam Chair, daghan-daghan manggunda,
Yeah.
murag I think na mga 5 unom.
Sige, okay na ko na.
Sige, thank you.
Okay, next, madam.
Okay, under other communications, item A, we have here SK Supplemental Budget number 01 for CY 2026 of Barangay Doña Josefa.
Committee na pro.
Item B, we have a communication from Melchor Anciliano, OIC District Engineer, DPWH, on the result of a joint field inspection conducted last May 8, 2026 of load rating of Tulay ng Pangulo Steel Bridge at Barangay Guituan.
Information.
Item C, we have here the invitation from the PCL for the second quarterly continuing local legislative education program, July 29 to 31 at Iloilo City.
Information. Wala yung mga to?
Wala na yun.
Where are the committee
Wala na
reports,
yung
ma'am?
Madam Chair,
Yeah.
I
Yes,
have
Honorable Sabihon.
4 committee reports, Madam Chair. Committee on Appropriation and Finance, Committee Report number 393, subject LDRRMC, Resolution number 5, Series of 26, a resolution adopting the joint running card system between the Local Disaster Risk Reduction of Management of LDRRMO and the Bureau of Fire Protection of Ipil Fire Station, including the clusterization of the areas of the responsibility of AOR. To strengthen emergency response operation, prevent duplicate vehicle dispatch, reduce fuel consumption, and enhance interagency coordination to the municipality of Ipil, Madam Chair. Background, the subject matter was endorsed by the Municipal Mayor, Honorable Ramses Roy Oligario, and referred to the Local Finance Committee and Appropriation Committee on Rules and Ordinance. Findings, a joint committee meeting was held by LDRMO, Department Head of Municipal Budget Officer. Present the key on findings include operational and fiscal efficiency, the adoption of a joint running card system alongside the clusterization of the areas of responsibility, establish clear operational boundaries and standardized dispatch procedures between the LDRMO or EOC and the BFP Ipil Fire Station. This eliminates the duplicate vehicle response, optimize unit deployment, lower municipal fuel consumption, and cuts the maintenance overhead. Fiscal soundness, the Municipal Budget Officer confirmed that no negative financial impact on the municipal funds. Recommendation, finding, justification, sounds technical explanation satisfactory. The committee hereby recommends the adoption of the approval of the LDRMC Resolution number 5, Series of 26. So I move for the adoption of the said committee report, Madam Chair.
And a
Second the motion, Madam Chair.
Seconded.
Madam Chair, committee report on Committee on Appropriation and Finance, committee report number 394, 395, 396, 397, and 398. Subject, annual budget calendar year 26 of Barangay Suclema for amounting for 4,383,930 pesos. Barangay Doña Josefa for amounting for 4,991,412 pesos and 29 cents. Barangay Lumbia for amounting for 3,696,002 pesos and 43 cents. And supplemental budget number 1, calendar year 26 of Barangay Maasin for amounting for 80,627 pesos and 12 cents. Supplemental budget number 2, calendar year 26 of Barangay Bakalan for amounting to 20,000, Madam Chair. Remarks and recommendation, the Committee on Appropriation to which was referred, annual budget, supplemental budget number 1 and number 2, calendar year 26 of Barangay Suclema, Doña Josefa, Lumbia, and Barangay Maasin and Barangay Bakalan of this municipality for review and evaluation and approval. The said annual budget and supplemental budget number 1 and number 2, calendar year 26 has been referred to the Local Finance Committee through the Municipal Budget Officer for technical review and preliminary review. After its review, it's hereby declared operative and entirely effective upon its approval, subject to the posting requirements under Section 59 of RA 7160 and further subject to the conditions cited in the Local Finance Committee review. In the implementation of its budget, the LGU must ascertain adherence to fundamental principles enumerated in Section 305 of the Code. It is understood that the review action does not authorize any item and appropriation that is prohibited by the consistent with the provision of the law. The committee hereby recommends for its approval, provided that compliance with the foregoing in execution of the budget shall be sole responsibility of the implementing barangay government using the standard guidelines procedures in the budget execution phase prescribed under the Budget Service Laws, Budgeting, Accounting, and Auditing Rules and Regulation. So, Madam Chair, I would like to move for the adoption of the second committee report.
I second for the adoption.
Second.
I seconded.
Madam Chair, I would like to move a resolution is hereby declared operative in entirety effective. The annual budget calendar year 26 of Barangay Suklema for amounting for 4,383,930 pesos and Barangay Doña Josefa for amounting for 4,091,412 pesos and 29 cents. Barangay Lumbia for amounting for 3,696,002 pesos and 43 cents. Supplemental budget number 1 calendar year 2026 of Barangay Maasin for amounting for 80,627 pesos and 12 cents. Supplemental budget number 2 calendar year 26 of Barangay Bakalan for amounting to 20 pesos, Madam Chair. So I move, Madam Chair.
Seconded.
Committee on Appropriation and Finance, Committee Report number 399, 40, 401, 402, and 403, and 404, and 405. SK Annual Budget Calendar Year 26 of Barangay Bakalan for amounting for 46,510 pesos and 70 cents. Barangay Lower Ipil Heights for amounting for 489 pesos and 910 pesos and 40 cents. Barangay Tiayon for amounting for 1 million. Barangay Maasin for amounting to 383,406 and 28 cents. Barangay Dumandan for amounting for 315,547 pesos and 90 cents. Barangay Buluan for amounting for 783,653 pesos and 79 cents. Barangay Suklima for amounting for 438,393 pesos. Remarks and recommendation of the Committee on Appropriation to which was referred as Annual Budget Calendar Year 26 of Barangay Bakalan, Lower Ipil Heights, Tiayon, Maasin, Dumandan, Buluan, and Suklema of this municipality for review and evaluation and approval. The SK said annual budget calendar year 26 has been referred to the Local Finance Committee through the Municipal Budget Officer for technical review and preliminary review. After its review, it's hereby declared operative and entirely effective upon its approval, subject to the posting requirements under Section 59 RA 7160 of the further subject to the conditions cited in the Local Finance Committee review. In the implementation of its budget, the LG must assert adherence of fundamental enumerated in Section 305 of the Code. It is understood that the review action does not authorize any item appropriation that is prohibited by the consistent with the provisions of the law. The committee hereby recommends for the approval provided that compliance with the foregoing execution of the budget shall be sole responsibility in implementing barangay governance using the standard guidelines procedures in the budget execution phase prescribed under the Budget Civil Service to the law, budgeting, accounting, and auditing rules and regulation. So I move for the adoption of said committee report, Madam Chair.
Second, Madam Chair.
So, Madam Chair, I'd like to move a resolution is hereby declared operative and entirely effective upon its approval of SK Annual Budget Calendar Year 26 of Barangay Bakalan for amounting for 466 pesos and 510 pesos, 466,510 pesos and 70 cents. Of Barangay Lower Ipil Heights for amounting for 489,000 and 489,910 pesos and 40 cents. Barangay Tayan for amounting for 1 million and Barangay Maasin for amounting for 383,406 pesos and 28 cents. Barangay Dumantan for amounting for 315,547 pesos and 90 cents. Barangay Buluan for amounting for 783,650 pesos and 79 cents. Barangay Suklema for amounting for 438,393 pesos. So I move for the approval of said resolution, Mr. Chair.
I second, Mr.
Seconded
Chair.
by Honorable Palalon. Any discussion, amendment, objection? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, last committee report on appropriation committee report number 406, subject approval of LDRRMC and resolution number 4 series of 26 of LDRRMC, resolution number 6 series of 26, calendar year 27 of LDRR MFIP and NTA adjustment. Findings, initial submission of resolution number 4 series of 26, proposed initial 27 local risk reduction management fund investment program of LDRR MFIP. Allocation for 30,607,143 pesos and 75 cents. Committee review during the deliberation of LDRIM, Department Head and Municipal Budget Officer regarding
accusation details the higher initial projection, prompting the committee to hold the final action pending official updates in the council alignment. Number 3, NTA adjustment, the LDRRMC Resolution Number 6, Series of 2026 update that the total amount is 30,611,643 pesos and 75 cents, incorporating amounting for 4.5 increase based on the update national tax allocation NTA estimated, requiring the mandatory minimum of 5% LDRMF. Allocation to be updated, the additional 4,500 is specifically for medicine supplies under the 2027 LDRRMFP IP. Finding the committee found that the final adjustment program compliant with the mandatory 5 LDRRMF allocation is the requirement and ready for the legislative approval. Recommendation, finding, justification. The technical explanation satisfactory that the committee hereby recommends the adoption and approval of LDRRMC Resolution Number 4, Series of 26 adjusted, that LDRRMC Resolution Number 6, Series of 26 settings finals calendar year 27 of LDRRFIP at the 30,611,643 pesos and 75 cents, Madam Chair. Mr. Chair. So I move for the adoption of said committee report, Madam. Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Honorable Langpalan. Any objection, discussion, amendments? Hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to pass a resolution approving LDRRMC Resolution Number 4, Series of 26 adjusted by the LDRRMC Resolution Number 6, Series of 2026, setting the finalized calendar year 2027 of LDRRMFIP at the amounting for 30,611,643 pesos and 75 cents, Mr. Chair.
Any second? Seconded by Honorable Langpalan and Honorable Alcoriza. Any amendments, discussion, objection? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved. Thank you, Honorable Sabihon.
Okay.
Yes, Honorable Alcoriza.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Committee report from the Committee on Rules. Committee report number 409. Committee on Rules, Resolutions and Ordinances. Subject here, a proposed memorandum of agreement between the local government unit of Ipil and Dr. Aurelio Mendoza Memorial Colleges on the proposed supervised clinical exposure of third-year Bachelor of Science in Midwifery BSM students of DAMMC. The Committee on Rules, Resolutions and Ordinances towards the matter was referred a proposed memorandum of agreement between the local government unit of Ipil and Dr. Aurelio Mendoza Memorial Colleges, DAMMC, on the proposed supervised clinical exposure of third-year Bachelor of Science in Midwifery students, a program that certainly involves the Municipal Health Office in collaboration with a private educational institution in supervising clinical exposure for midwifery students into some of the LGU-run health facilities and health centers. A committee meeting was immediately called upon by the time the proposed ordinance was formally, or the proposed MOA was formally referred to the Committee on Rules, Resolutions and Ordinances for formal review and to make sure that every provision in the agreement strictly follows legal process and the existing laws. Upon careful review, Mr. Chair, by the members of the committee on the content and the legality of the proposed ordinance, it is hereby determined that every provision within the proposed MOA is within the bounds of the law and beneficial to both parties in the proposed memorandum of agreement, most especially the midwifery students of Dr. Aurelio Mendoza Memorial Colleges. However, the committee realizes the importance of the security and safety of the students who will be involved in this agreement because of their heavy exposure to health facilities of the local government unit of Ipil, perhaps as frequent as possible. That the local government unit of Ipil shall not be held liable in cases of accidents and untoward incidents while the students are performing under the clinical exposure program. The committee therefore recommends that the proposed MOA be approved with an amendment by addition by adding item number 4 of section 2, the scope of clinical exposure, which will be subtitled as Limitation of Liability and Indemnification.
Section 2, the amendment will read as follows. Section 2, comma, number 4, limitation of liability and indemnification. Under 4.1, assumption of risk. The Dr. Aurelio Mendoza Memorial Colleges Incorporated, hereinafter referred to as the school, the first party, acknowledges that clinical training involves inherent operational risks. The school assumes full responsibility for the conduct, safety, and general welfare of its students and faculty coordinators during their deployment at the Rural Health Unit, RHU, and Barangay Health Centers. Item 4.2, under LGU exclusion of liability. The local government unit of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, including its officials, municipal health officers, and center staff, shall be completely exempt and free from any liability, claims, demands, or causes of action arising from any untoward incidents, accidents, injuries, illnesses, or fatalities suffered by the school's students or faculty coordinators while within the LGU premises or during the performance of their clinical exposure duties, except in cases of willfully misconduct or gross negligence by LGU personnel. Last but not the least, 4.3, third-party indemnification. The school agrees to indemnify, defend, and hold harmless the LGU from any third-party claims, damages, or liabilities arising from any professional negligence, malpractice, or misconduct committed by the students or faculty coordinators during the course of the clinical training program. Mr. Chair, I therefore move for the adoption of this report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion by Councilor Alcoriza, seconded by Honorable Abel. Any objection, amendments? Hearing none, motion is read by approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I therefore move for the approval of the content of the proposed memorandum of agreement with an amendment by addition, Mr. Chair, to section 2, number 4, limitation of liability and indemnification, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there's a motion by Councilor Alcoriza, seconded by Councilor Abel. Any objection, amendments? Hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Finally, Mr. Chair, in this report, I therefore move for a resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into memorandum of agreement with Dr. Aurelio Mendoza Memorial Colleges on the supervised clinical exposure of third-year Bachelor of Science in Midwifery BSM students of DAMMC, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion by Councilor Alcoriza, seconded by Honorable Alhapid Muhammad. Any objection, amendments? Objection. So hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I now go to committee report number 408. Again, from the Committee on Rules, Resolutions, and Ordinances. Our subject here is application for re-accreditation of to the local government unit of Ipil Civil Society Organization, or CSO, of Ipil Central Market Association, ICMA. Our remarks and recommendations: the Committee on Rules, Resolutions, and Ordinances towards the matter was referred the application for LGU Ipil CSO re-accreditation of Ipil Central Market Association, ICMA, a certified organization of market vendors in the municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, whose formal operation started last June of 2022. ICMA's request has been referred to the Committee on Rules for review and for possible approval during the plenary session of the Sangguniang Bayan of Ipil. A committee meeting was immediately conducted last July 27, 2026, and during the review, the committee finds the submitted requirements from ICMA to be complete, in order, and the documents submitted for review were substantial in granting re-accreditation by the municipality of Ipil local special bodies, Mr. Chair. Therefore, it is hereby recommended by the Committee on Rules that the application for re-accreditation of the Ipil Central Market Association Incorporated, or ICMA, be approved. Motion to adopt the report, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion by Councilor Alcoriza, seconded by Honorable Abel and Honorable Alhapid Muhammad. Any amendment? Objection. So hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In relation to this committee report, I therefore move for a resolution granting reaccreditation to the local government unit of Ipil Civil Society Organization, CSO, of Ipil Central Market Association or ICMA, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There is a motion by Council Alcorisa, seconded by Honorable Alhapid Muhammad. Any amendments, discussion, objections, or hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Finally, for the committee report from the Committee on Rules, Committee Report number 407, subject matter here, there are two barangay ordinances, Mr. Chair. A barangay ordinance number 001 series of 2026 of Barangay Tiayon in Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, an ordinance establishing a barangay identification system or BIDS in Barangay Tiayon, Municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, and Barangay Ordinance number 002 series of 2026 of the same barangay, an ordinance prohibiting the throwing, dumping, or disposal of garbage or any form of solid waste in any public or private place within Barangay Tiayon, Municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Remarks and recommendations. The Committee on Rules, Resolutions and Ordinances to which the matter was referred. Two barangay approved ordinances. First, a barangay ordinance number 001 of Barangay Tiayon, an ordinance establishing a barangay identification system in Barangay Tiayon, Municipality of Ipil, and Barangay Ordinance number 2, series of 2026, an ordinance prohibiting the throwing, dumping, or disposal of garbage or any form of solid waste in any public or private place within Barangay Tiayon, Municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. A committee meeting was immediately conducted, Mr. Chair, by the Reviewing Committee of the Sangguniang Bayan of Ipil last July 27, 2026 as part of the mandate which gives power to a higher local government unit to review barangay ordinances as stipulated in Section 447A1I for municipalities under the Local Government Code of the Philippines or RA number 7160. The scope of the review involves the authority accorded to the higher council, in this case, the Sangguniang Bayan of Ipil, to check if the barangay laws follow the law and the municipal ordinances of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. After a thorough review of the two barangay ordinances of Barangay Tiayon, Mr. Chair, the Committee on Rules finds every provisions stipulated in Barangay Ordinance number 001 and Barangay Ordinance number 002 to be in order within the powers granted to the BLGU, and of course this is beneficial to the constituents of the barangay concerned, and therefore recommends that the two barangay ordinances be declared in full force and in effect. Motion to adopt the report, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there's a motion by Council Alcorisa, seconded by Council Alhapid Muhammad. Any discussion, amendments, objections? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Therefore, finally in this report, Mr. Chair, I therefore move for a resolution declaring in full force and in effect the two barangay ordinances of Barangay Tiayon, Mr. Chair, Barangay Ordinance number 001 series of 2026 and Barangay Ordinance number 002 series of 2026.
Second. There's a motion by Council Alcorisa, seconded by Council Ebol and Council Alhapid Muhammad. Any objection, discussion, amendments? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. That's all from the Committee on Rules so far, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Floor Leader. Any other reports?
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Honorable Ebol.
Thank you very much. Committee report number 410 under the Committee on Market, Slaughterhouse, and Economic Enterprises. The overview of this committee report, Mr. Chair. The Pasalubong Center is a vital local economic enterprises funded through a multi-million public loan from Development Bank of the Philippines. The municipal government holds strict legal and financial obligation to meet regular loan amortizations. However, widespread rental non-payments by stallholders has prevented the facility from generating profit, resulting in massive public revenue losses. The findings and observation of the committee. During the committee hearing, Mr. Chairman, and the technical review, the following critical facts were established. Number one, severe delinquency. 62 commercial stalls are facing padlocking due to non-payment of rentals and regulatory fees expanding nearly 5 or more consecutive years. Number two, individual stallholders' debts range from 100,000 to 200,000 pesos, with major tenant accumulating balances into millions of pesos. Number three, the total financial impact. The 62 of the most heavily delinquent stalls owe an aggregate total of approximately 10 million pesos to the municipal government of Ipil. Number four, due process observed. The Municipal Government Enterprises Development Office, or MIDO, has formally served a 15-day final notice of padlocking to the affected vendors, granting them ample time to clear their balances. And the last, an immediate executive action is necessary to protect the public funds, service the DBP loan, and restore the operation efficiency of the local economic enterprise. The remarks and recommendation of the committee, Mr. Chairman, after a careful review of the legal and economic implications, the committee respectfully recommends the following. Number one, that the approval of the attached resolution be approved by this august body. And number two is the executive authorization that full authority be granted to the municipal mayor to declare delinquent stall vacant, enforce physical padlocking through MIDO and security elements, and immediate a transparent public rebidding and adjudication process. I move, Mr. Chairman, to adopt the content of this committee report.
There's a motion by Councilor Abel.
I second.
Seconded by
Mr.
Councilor
Chair.
Palalon. Any amendment, discussion, objections, or hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Relative to this committee report, Mr. Chair, I move for a resolution expressly authorizing the municipal mayor, Honorable Ramses Troy D. Oligario, to declare vacant all delinquent commercial stalls within the Pasalubong Center after the expiration of the 15-day final notice, order their immediate padlocking, and undertake the necessary measures for their competitive rebidding and adjudication. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there's
I
a motion
second,
by
Mr.
Councilor Abel,
Chair.
seconded by Councilor Honorable Palalon and Honorable Alcoriza. Any amendment, discussion, objections, or hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any other committee reports? Wala na. So, Madam Secretary.
Okay, so we are now on the calendar business. On second reading, we have 5. The first one, we have the ordinance establishing the Municipal Renewable Energy Development Program, promoting the use of clean and sustainable energy sources, providing implementation guidelines, and for other purposes. Sponsored by Honorable Glenn Ayon Sabion.
Honorable Sabihon.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to move for the approval of second reading of the said ordinance, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
I second,
there's
Mr.
a
Chair.
motion for the approval of this for the second reading, seconded by Honorable Alcoliza. Any discussion?
Discussion, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
For in the amendment period, Mr. Chair, naka-refer ni for public hearing unta by next week. But for me, section maybe we delete this section 14 of the penalty clause because we are although kaya ga-promote from Yunta ani, no? And siguro maybe section 14 penalty clause, any person, establishment, or organization found guilty on unauthorized installation of system without safety regulatory clearance for those engaged in fraudulent practices involving refunds shall be subject to penalties under existing laws and local regulation without use and administrative criminal actions, Mr. Chair. So maybe in an amendment period, Mr. Chair, I would like to delete this section 14. Thank you, Mr.
On
Chair.
the amendment period.
Yes, Mr.
Additional discussion, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Honorable Alcoriza.
Oh, okay. Actually, we were supposed to approve this in the previous session. However, because of the penalty provisions in which I am happy that the author finally realizes that we do not need a penalty for this ordinance, because this is going to be because if we implement penalty provisions, we will be penalizing ourselves, the LGU itself, no? Kaya kita may implement ani. So mine, Mr. Chair, is just to I would like to suggest that I will just amend by addition some whereas, Mr. Chair, to this proposed ordinance, para it will look like a very attractive ordinance also. That's my purpose of this. In fact, I have prepared this amendment, a copy already, so that I can give this to I can furnish this copy to the Secretariat if the author is agreeable that I will be introducing through an amendment by addition during the amendment period, Mr. Chair. And secondly, I have also a few of my additional amendments to some sections, Mr. Chair, later on the other matters, Mr. Chair.
Okay, any more discussion? Amendment.
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. Amendment. I'd like to propose an amendment by addition, Mr. Chair, somewhere assess that will be incorporated in this proposed ordinance of Honorable Glenn Ayan Sabihon. I'd like to read the whereas the Republic Act 9513 or the Renewable Energy Act of 2008 is the landmark national law mandating renewable energy development. It directs the Department of Energy to create the National Renewable Energy Program as well as local government units to also consider adopting the law in response to the crisis in the energy sector. Whereas Republic Act 11285, otherwise known as the Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act, declared the policy of the state to institutionalize energy efficiency and judicious utilization of energy by formulating, developing, and implementing energy efficiency and conservation plans and programs to secure efficiency and stability of energy supply in the country to cushion the impact of high prices of imported fossil fuels to the local markets. Whereas downloading the Renewable Energy Development Program and the Energy Efficiency and Conservation from the national government to the municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay will further the energy development and energy efficiency and conservation roadmap. LGU Ipil will also be prepared to come up with its own versions of the plans and programs through cooperation and forging of agreements and understandings. Whereas the Department of Energy, in implementing the pertinent energy laws, sees LGU Ipil as indispensable stakeholder and reiterates the existing and potential benefits for the host community of energy projects. Whereas the Department of Interior and Local Government, in support to the DOE, enjoins all LGUs like Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay to implement the directive of the former President of the Republic of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, on the implementation of energy projects and programs through the issuance of this policy. So these are my whereases that I would like to incorporate by an addition, by amendment by addition, Mr. Chair. So I therefore move for an amendment by addition of the said whereases, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there is a motion by amendment by addition by Honorable Alcoliza, seconded by Honorable Sabihon. Any discussion? Amendments, objection, hearing none. Amendment is, motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair.
Any more amendments?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Honorable Sabihan.
May I delete the section 14 penalty clause? Delete the any person, establishment, or organization found guilty of unauthorized installation of system without safety and regulatory clearance of those engaged fraudulent practices involving refunds shall be subject to the penalties under existing laws and local regulation without produce administrative or criminal action, Mr. Chair.
Yes,
Prejudice.
There is a motion on amendment by deletion.
Second.
Seconded by Honorable Alcolisa. Any discussion? Amendments, objections, so hearing none. Motion is hereby approved. And back to the main motion.
As amended twice.
As amended twice.
Some more amendments. Mr. Chair, additional amendments,
Yes,
Mr. Chair.
Honorable
On the
Alcolisa.
title of the ordinance itself, Mr. Chair, the original title of the ordinance is an ordinance establishing the Municipal Renewable Energy Development Program of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, promoting the use of clean and sustainable energy sources, providing implementation guidelines, and for other purposes. Mr. Chair, I would like to add something into the title itself, Mr. Chair. I'd like to propose an amendment by addition so that the title of the ordinance will now read as follows: an ordinance establishing the Municipal Renewable Energy Development Program of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, promoting energy efficiency and conservation by using clean and sustainable energy sources, providing implementation guidelines, and for other purposes. That's my motion by addition, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there is a motion by addition by Honorable Alcolisa, seconded by Honorable Sabihon. Any discussion? Amendments to the amendments? Objections? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved. And back to the main motion as amended thrice.
Additional amendment, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
In section 1 of this proposed ordinance, it says the ordinance shall be known as, for me, Mr. Chair, I'd like to move for an amendment by addition again. This ordinance shall be known as the Renewable Energy Development, Energy Efficiency and Conservation Ordinance of the Municipality of Ipil. That's my motion, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there is a motion by Consul Alcorisa, seconded by Honorable Palalon. Any discussion? Amendments to the amendments? Objections? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved. Back to the main motion as amended for the fourth time. Objection.
Additional amendment, Mr. Chair.
Yes, additional amendment.
Yes, the fifth amendment, because I now go to section 9. Considering that we have already all agreed that this is not just an ordinary renewable energy development program, but at the same time, this is to promote energy efficiency and conservation. Meaning, kaning atong mga suga diri dapat katong mga LED na gyud. One example is kanang ato ang nasa kwan kalas man nagkuryente compared kung LED na siya. So dapat we should be very efficient and we would conserve energy. So that is why, Mr. Chair, in amendment by addition, in section 9, let's go to section 9. I'd like to add an item in section 9 in the section under integration of renewable energy in local infrastructure. Item E, Mr. Chair, amendment by addition. Municipality of Ipil, owned buildings and facilities shall migrate to using energy-saving solution technologies, equipment and devices such as light-emitting diode or LED lights and inverter-type air conditioning units in their operations in the absence of a renewable energy source. Mr. Chair, that's my addition, amendment by addition, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there is a motion by Consul Alcorisa, seconded by Honorable Ebol. Any discussion? Amendment to the amendment? Objection? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved. Back to the main motion as amended on the fifth
times.
Fifth times. Wala na. Any objection? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Motion, cons for third reading.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd like to move that this ordinance be calendared next regular session for third and final reading, Mr. Chair.
Yes, the item B1, ordinance establishing the municipal renewable energy development program, promoting the use of clean and sustainable energy sources, providing implementation guidelines, and for other purposes, be calendared for the next regular session and for third and final reading.
Okay, we have the item B. We have the ordinance prescribing the implementation of the Smart and Safe City program of the municipality, providing funds therefore and for other purposes. This is sponsored by Honorable Glenn Ayan
Yes,
Sabihan.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to lay this ordinance and to be calendared next regular session, Mr. Chair.
Yes, item B2, an ordinance prescribing the implementation of the Smart and Safe City program of the municipality providing funds therefore and for other purposes, be scheduled on the next regular session on the second reading, no? Second reading.
Item C, we have the ordinance providing for the implementation of RA 11036, otherwise known as the Philippine Mental Health, establishing local mental health program, creating the Ipil Local Mental Health Council, prescribing protective measures for persons with mental health conditions, and appropriating funds thereof. Sponsored by Honorable Diane Catalunya.
Mr. Chair, since the proponent is not here, may I move that this ordinance be laid on the table and to be calendared next regular session?
Item B3 be laid on the table and scheduled for the next regular session on second reading.
So as with D.
And also the B4, Mr. Chair.
And item B4
B4, yes.
laid on the table and scheduled on the next regular session for second reading.
Item E, we have the ordinance abolishing the position of local legislative staff 2, Sarali 8-1, under the office of the municipal vice mayor, reverting its unutilized personnel services, appropriations to the unappropriated balance fund for future position creation and structural reorganization, sponsored by Honorable Glenn Ayan Sabihan.
Yes, Honorable Sabihan.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd like to move this ordinance be approved by business second reading. For second reading, Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
there is a motion kung
I second, Mr. Chair.
seconded by Honorable Alcoriza. Any for discussion? Amendments? Objection? So hearing none, this motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to move that this ordinance be calendared for the next regular session and for the third and final reading.
Yes, item B5, an ordinance abolishing the position of local legislative staff 2, salary grade 8, step 1 under the office of the municipal vice mayor, rebearing its unutilized personal services appropriation to the unappropriated balance fund for future position creation and structural recognition, be calendared on the next regular session on the third and final reading.
On business and third and final reading, we have one ordinance creating the position of executive assistant to coterminous, salary grade 17, step 1, under the office of the municipal mayor, defining its qualifications, functions, and appropriating funds therefore.
So for those who is in favor for this ordinance,
Say aye.
Say aye.
Aye.
So the aye votes have it. So this an ordinance creating the position of executive assistant to coterminous, salary grade 17, step 1 under the office of the municipal mayor, defining its qualification, function, and appropriating funds thereof is hereby approved on the third and final reading.
For no other matters, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
I have a
Honorable
other
Sabihan.
matters, Mr. Chair. This is about resolution number 2-256-2026, the correct typographical error. The title of the text currently state that the SK Supplemental number 1 of Barangay Guituan. However, per committee report number 238, the supporting documents of officially submitted by the budget office, the correct measure submitted and approved was SK annual budget calendar year 26 of Barangay Guituan in amount of 546,694 pesos and 5 cents. I respectfully move that the resolution 2
256-2026 be amended and correctly to state that SK annual budget calendar year 26 of Barangay Guituan. So I move a resolution amending resolution number 2-256-2026 from SK supplemental budget number 1 of Barangay Guituan to SK annual budget calendar year 26 in amounting for 546,694 pesos and 5 cents in the title and the operative clauses. Mr. Chair.
There's a motion by Honorable Sabihon.
second, Mr.
Seconded by
Chair.
Honorable Palalon. Any discussion? Amendments, objections, hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
And lastly, Mr.
Yes.
Chair, what about we discussed on visitors are that the problem of our supplemental budget? Maybe I would like to move for urgency to cure this problem, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there is a motion for the urgency.
Second, Mr.
Seconded by Honorable Alcolisa. So, motion is hereby approved.
I'd like to move that this August body will be convened into committee of the whole, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there's a motion that this August body will be convened to the committee of the whole.
Mr. Chair.
Seconded by Honorable Alcolisa. Any objection? Discussion. So, hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to move pass an ordinance approving the plantilla of personnel of the Municipality of Ipil, Sibugay for calendar year 26, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there's a motion. By Kunsel Sabihon, seconded by Honorable Ebol and Honorable Alcolisa. Any discussion? Amendments? Objection? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
I'd like to move a resolution. I'd like to move to approval of the second reading, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there's a motion by Honorable Sabihon and seconded by Honorable Ebol and Honorable Alcolisa. Any discussion? Amendments? Objections? Hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Then move for the approval of third and final reading, Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
Second.
There's a motion by Honorable Sabihon, seconded by Honorable. So those who are in favor of, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So the aye votes have, so ordinance po sa to? Plantilla. An ordinance approving the plantilla of personnel of the Municipality of Ipil sa mga Sibugay for calendar ano yan? 2026? Kanin tayo, no?
Oh, kana. Kana ra.
For third and final reading, is hereby approved.
Lastly, Mr. Chair, resolution what that Honorable Catalonia discussed on her privilege speech. Since wala siya, kaya gisugo ko niya na tupas sa resolution, no? Resolutions.
Ato sa sigurong ibalik sa one.
Back to so okay.
The main session, regular session.
Back to the main regular session.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sabihan.
Kung katong i-discuss ni Honorable Catalonia in privilege R, since wala siya, ako gisugo niya to pass a resolution strongly endorsing and expressing full support for the passage of House Bill number 8471 entitled An Act Establishing the Municipality of Ipil for Province Zamboanga Sibugay, a Level 3 General Hospital to be known as the Zamboanga Sibugay Medical Center in appropriating funds thereof. Mr. Chair.
Yes, there is a motion by Honorable Sabihon, seconded by Honorable Ebol and Honorable Alcolisa. Any discussion, amendments, objections? Hearing none, motion is hereby approved. Any other matters? Yes,
Mr. Chair,
Palalon.
with my privilege speech earlier, I would like to move for a resolution expressing the sincere appreciation and profound gratitude of the Sangguniang Bayan of Ipil, Zamboanga Sibugay to Honorable Sonny Boy R. Ong Jr., Pambayang Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan President of the Municipality of San Simon, Pampanga, and Honorable Rodolfo J. Bravo, the Sangguniang Bayan member of San Simon, Pampanga, for their exceptional act of compassion, humanitarian assistance, and outstanding public service in ensuring the safe return of our 5 young individuals residents of the Municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. I so move, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there's a motion by Councilor Palalon, seconded by Honorable Ebol. Any discussion? Objection? Amendments? Objection? Hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Additional other matters, Mr. Chair?
Yes, Honorable Alcolisa.
Of course, this is in relation to during the visitors hour when we discuss with the Department of Public Works and Highways, DPWH, including our local engineering office, the issues and concerns circling around the unfinished municipal gymnasium project being implemented in the municipality of Ipil. And Mr. Chair, to resolve everything, we believe that it is very vital that we will ask for support, be it from the national office, the President, Congress, but for this time, we will try to ask the Regional Development Council, Mr. Chair, to consider helping Ipil in the completion of this unfinished municipal gymnasium. So with the indulgence of this august body, Mr. Chair, I therefore move for a resolution humbly requesting the Regional Development Council or RDC of Region 9 to include in their priority development projects for the year 2027 and onwards the completion of the unfinished municipal gymnasium of the municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, with an amount of, are you agreeable, 100 million atong pangayon?
No, 200 million.
200 million, okay. With amounting to 200 million pesos, Mr. Chair.
I second.
250? Okay, 250. So be it.
I second, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion by Consider Algorisa, seconded by Honorable Palalon. Discussion.
Okay, basta kay 300. Okay, bala. Basta kay mo ni atong request.
Okay.
Sige, 300, 300. Okay.
So any more...
So I would like to rephrase my
Yes,
resolution, Mr. Chair. A resolution requesting the Regional Development Council, RDC, of Region 9 to include in their priority development projects for 2027 and onwards the completion of the unfinished municipal gymnasium of the municipality of Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay, with an amount of at least 300 million pesos.
Yes, sir, there is a motion by Consider Algorisa.
Unanimously.
Unanimously seconded, of course.
Any discussion?
Discussion, Mr.
Yes,
Chair.
Honorable
May we
Lalan.
furnish a copy to our beloved Governor Ann K. Hofer so she can
Of
also
course.
endorse this to the RDC. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Palalon. Any discussion? Amendments?
Amendments?
Yes,
Mr.
Honorable
Chair.
Abel.
I move to amend the title of that resolution to delete the word at least.
Yes, there is a motion.
Para
I
sigurado
second,
yun.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, there is a motion by Honorable
I
Abel
second,
to
Mr. Chair.
by deletion the word at least. So seconded by Honorable Palalon and Honorable Alcorisa. Any objection? So hearing none, motion is ever approved. And back to the main motion as amended once. Any objection? So hearing none, a motion is be approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Other matters? Mr. Chairman, there are matters. I would like to request the members of the Committee on Market, Slaughterhouse, and Economic Enterprises to continue our meeting this afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. In addition, Architect Salinas will be attending our meeting this afternoon for further development. Murag na naman do'y pre-bidding next week. So he will be coming this afternoon in our committee meeting. Thank you.
Okay. Let us
What time?
pro-
What time?
Alas
2
dos.
o'clock.
But before that, I would like to inform the following members of this august body: Honorable Alcorisa, Honorable Dangpalan, Honorable Ebol, and Honorable Catalunya to appear in the invitation of the Committee on Rules of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Actually, kaganiha unta ning mga 11, pero nihangyo ko nga, pwede ba bisag alauna mi mo adto? Ha?
Pwede ba
Nya, alauna naman po day hapit. What do you think of this? Ha? Can we request through Honorable Ayan? Recess at a recess.
Recess. 5 minutes.
Reminded by our secretary that next session is going to be a joint session with the Municipality of Naga and Municipality of Artilim. This is in relation to our water delineation, to finalize this, to make it proper and in order and formal. We shall have a joint session with Naga and Artilim next Wednesday, 9 o'clock in the morning at Budsbro Hotel. Wow. Next regular session dito ta. Budsbro Hotel. Kita ang host, kita gyud ang mo spend gamay kay kita may host.
Gamay ra man ka.
Nasabot na sa Menro. Okay. So, ang pinaka-main ko na to dito agenda for this joint session with the two other municipalities ang katong water delineation na to para maadto na sa kuan sa Namria. Okay? And finally, Mr. Chair,
Yes, Honorable Alcoriza.
I am handling a request from the Honorable Municipal Mayor, Ramses Troy D. Oligario. This is a request through our Municipal Vice Mayor, of course, Anamel C. Oligario. Respectfully endorsing herein the attached deed of donation from the local government unit of Ipil and Barangay Lumbia through its barangay chairman, Honorable Mariano Dimorca Jr. The topic here is donations of the following supplies: 10 tables and 1 wooden cabinet. So the local chief executive is asking us to consider this as urgent, Mr. Chair. So therefore, Mr. Chair, if the other members of this august body is agreeable, I therefore move for the urgency of this matter, Mr. Chair.
Yes, there is a motion for urgency, seconded by Honorable Abel. Any discussion, amendments, objections? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Therefore, Mr. Chair, I therefore move for the approval of the content of the deed of donation to be entered into by our local chief executive, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion by Councilor Alcoriza, seconded by Honorable Dangpalan. Any discussion, amendments, objections? Hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Finally, Mr. Chair, I therefore move for a resolution authorizing the local chief executive, Honorable Ramses Troy D. Oligario, to enter into deed of donation involving 10 tables and 1 wooden cabinet with the barangay of Barangay Lumbia, represented by Honorable Mariano Dimorca Jr., being the barangay chairman, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion by Honorable Alcoriza, seconded by Honorable Abel. Any discussion, amendments, objections? So hearing none, motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Any more other matters? Wala na?
For adjournment, Mr. Chair.
There is
I second,
there is
Mr.
a
Chair.
motion for adjournment by Honorable Langpalan, seconded by Honorable Palalon. Any objection to that? Wala? Motion is already approved.
Yun ang committee